one-shots. This is the trick portion of our Trick or Treat October. It is the trick portion because we are playing a much spookier, kind of creepy game. It's a game called Slayers. It is by Spencer Campbell. You can find his information. I believe it's called Gecko Games at Itch. We will put the information in the description box. That's where I found it. Itch is great for finding independent RPGs that have nothing to do with much as we love it and we already play it, D&D. So independent game creators, independent RPGs. So that's where I found this and that's where I purchased it. So I'm supporting independent game creators. It's really fun. So Slayers is, like I said before, a little bit more adult. Expect more colorful metaphors from us during this game. We try not to curse during YAAS, but this game is not going to be like that. The world that Slayers are in, it's a city called The City. And the city itself, I'm just going to give a quick description before I go into this. The city itself is a haunted urban sprawl that takes that idea very seriously. So I have, just to kind of give you a blanket kind of information, I have modeled this city after 19th century London, New York, New Orleans, and San Francisco. It's like a big amalgamation of those cities. So that's why we have kind of a 19th century Victorian steampunk thing going on here. And that's also why Anika is a cowboy. So that is what the city, that is Slayers. We have some guests tonight. We have 3 guests. You are used to seeing me and Anika and Pax and Tanya, but we have 3 guests and I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I am Mayhemmer. I am a burlesque dancer, cosplayer, all-around nerd, and blurred, and I'm really happy to be here. And I'm a LARPer, so this makes me really happy.
I'm Stephanie. I'm a programmer, but a giant nerd. I love going to conventions and seeing people like Raina wear amazing things. Or May. And yeah, I'm Liz's friend, so I got invited. Yay! And I play D&D and all sorts of other systems. And
Hi, I'm Morgan. I am a longtime gamer, big time nerd, and I'm really happy to be here. And I've been looking forward to this all week long.
So what we're going to do is, I think most everybody has their character or their personal pronouns on there or both. So standard also with this, people, we have talked, we've done one-shots and sessions, we've done session zeros, and we have a text thread in the Discord where we've talked about triggers and things we don't want to see and things that are, doing the consent before gaming is very important, especially in games like this where it is horror-based and there are so many things that can be triggering for people. So we've done just like our regular stuff on YAAS, we do as much consent beforehand as much as possible. And X cards in place, if something happens during the game, we will stop recording and we will debrief and maybe come back and finish the game. So just FYI. So is everybody ready to enter the city?
Yeah!
Onward!
All right.
I'm ready.
Wait, I still had, so Sarah,
Excelsior!
Yes.
can I have a horse?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I was like, I wasn't looking at the Facebook chat, so that's why I was curious.
No, it's fully 19th century. So there's horse-drawn carriages and people ride horses, and there may be like newer things, like not cars, they're automated horse-drawn carriages. Mm-hmm. So it's an automaton that's a horse.
I just wanted to know if you'd let Jesse have a horse.
Jesse can have a horse. Yes, Jesse can have a horse.
That's all I needed to know.
It is a major part of your character. You can have a horse.
Yes.
I want an automaton drawn carriage. I'm adding that to my list. Hold on.
Okay. Players Row is where we set our scene. It's night. Always seems like it's almost always night here in the city. It's mercifully not raining right now. We are in the district called Slayers Row, where those who make their living hunting haunted creatures, they live here, they work here, they buy their goods here, they find their jobs here. place that we find ourselves, or these people find themselves, is House of Crimson Delights. Place for bon vivants to come and booze, find companionship, find a game or two, and most importantly, for the 6 of you all, information on where you can find new hunt. The person who presides over this House of Crimson Delights is Raina. Raina, would you like to describe yourself, please?
Raina is about 5'5". She's pretty short, but her personality and her boisterousness makes up more than that for that. Raina is very assertive. She's very detailed about what she wants, when she wants, how she wants it. She's also very, very protective of her employees. She will go, she's probably a brunette, dark hair, always dressed to the nines, some type of jewelry on, red lips, dark eyes, always carrying her fan. Her skirts are always very large for certain reasons. And, but she's she seems very much of the lady, but does have a mouth on her.
All right. And so, where are you right now in the House of Crimson Delights? Are you behind the bar? Are you on the second floor? On the first floor?
Raina is chilling out on the stairway, right on the landing for the second floor, looking out, watching everybody, sipping her wine.
Right. And we have another person who lives here at the House of Crimson Delights. She works here. She is one of Raina's employees. She is younger than Raina. She is not necessarily naive, but a little less road and world weary than Raina is. Astra, would you like to describe yourself?
Astra is younger than Raina, probably in her early 20s. She is a student at the City Polygnostic University, specifically at the Slayers Annex. She also is working at the House of Crimson Delights to pay her way through school, and because it's a good, friendly place to work for those who pursue both professions, both working girl and huntress.
How tall is he? How tall is she? Hair color?
She is, let's make her 5'2" thereabouts. Black hair. So black it almost has a slight bluish cast to it. Very fair skin, however, and a vaguely Asian cast to her features. Possibly some Asian blood back in her background somewhere.
At the bar, sitting down, you're in front of him. Hat pulled down over his eyes, gruff demeanor. He spends quite a bit of time here at the House of Crimson Delights, but he doesn't know many people here. He's not talkative, but he is a familiar figure at the bar or at a table by himself. That is Jesse. Monica, if you would like to describe yourself.
Yes. Jesse is a very, the best way I explained it to everyone was that he's basically a mix of Geralt, Arthur Morgan, and like a little bit of like the early Campaign 2 Fjord. Just a mix of all three of those.
What's his age, height, stature? What's our physical description we're going for?
Okay, well, I didn't think this part through, I guess. I'd say he's around 6 foot tall, very, very muscular compared to me, not very muscular. He's just a tall dude who's buff.
We got a buff boy.
Yes.
Also here, though much more personable, and kind of, I would say, a little bit holding court. Knitting needles in hand, always creating something, and telling stories of hunts gone by is Jerry. Would you like to describe yourself?
Yes. So Nana Jerry is an older woman. Everyone guesses that she's probably in her 60s. She's pretty affable. She's a widow who was a retired teacher, but after a few years being retired and widowed, decided that gardening and knitting was just a little too boring and wanted to see some excitement in the world, and sort of found her way into the world of hunting. She does know Jesse and tends to talk to him. And whenever Nana Jerry arrives at Raina's establishment, she, of course, always orders her usual tea service.
One of those people that is sitting next to Nana Jerry is someone who looks a little bit like her. There's a definite family resemblance. Much younger than Nana Jerry. Young, full of life, full of vim, full of vigor, and that is William. William, would you like to describe yourself, please?
Yes. So this is William's very first night out as a young man, trying to follow in Nana Jerry's path of becoming a slayer, an investigator of the monsters around. He's very unsure of himself. He's just freshly out of whatever the Victorian version of high school is. So, maybe taking that gap year before going to university, maybe for going to university altogether to become a big famous slayer. We'll see where it goes. He is a tall, gangly boy of about 5 or 6 feet. Skinny though, like he's not quite filled out yet, and definitely a little awkward with his beautiful brown, girlish, curly hair, but his more manly features coming in. So he does look a bit like Nana Jerry, but
my Billy baby takes that.
I just hit puberty. Yeah. Nana, it's William now.
The only person who is actually not here is Jacques. You are not in the House of Crimson Delights yet because you are meeting William there. You are walking down the street in one of the streets in Slayer's Row, and you can tell that the House of Crimson Delights. You've been around here, so you know what it looks like. But you and William decided this is going to be your first night out. You guys are of age. You're 18 now, and so you guys are going to go to the House of Crimson Delights, and you're going to find. So you open the door, and you've never been in this place before, and it is. Say it is an assault on the senses, as there's music playing and there's people in these beautiful dresses. If you look upstairs, there's women in these beautiful grand dresses, and there's a woman behind the bar, and there's female waitstaff, and the musicians are female. And you start realizing that everybody in here who works here is female identifying. Everybody from the waitstaff to the employees that are the sex workers. Everybody is female identifying. Everybody uses she, her pronouns. This is, in fact, a house run by the femmes. And you walk in, you're kind of like, whoa. You see kind of over in the corner, Nana Jerry. It's William's grandma. And you see Nana Jerry and you see William over there. So would you like to describe yourself, please, Josh?
So I've got long black hair, and it's going to be 5'11". Just a hair shorter than William. Really hoping, but then he kept getting bigger. Not fair. I am a little astounded by all the super femininity going on. I'm kind of like, I feel a little underdressed. I wander over to Nana Jerry and Billy and come say hi. And I am a super nerdy, got into reading about slaying a couple years ago and have read every single book that I could get my hands on about it, and am ready to go to school for it. But I'm like, I'm gonna get there and everybody's gonna know it before me, so I'm gonna spend the season before school trying to get some slaying under my belt, hopefully earn some money to help pay for school, and then that's Jack's plan.
So you go and you can sit down next to William and Nana Jerry. And so, Raina, from your perspective, you know 4 of these people. You definitely know Jesse. You know Nana Jerry, and you know 3 of these people. You know Nana Jerry, and you know Astra. She works for you. But you see these 2 new young people in your establishment, sitting next to Nana Jerry and listening to her stories. Both have this look of excitement and anticipation, and they both look like they kind of don't know what they're doing in this place and what they can do in this place. If you would like to, whatever you would like to do, they're there,
Raina,
new to your establishment.
Raina has her fan open and she spots them and she goes, "Ooh, I think it's fresh meat." And she like tosses her hat to some poor girl waiting and says, "Please throw that somewhere because I need my hair." So Raina makes her way down the stairs. She pauses by the bar. She pauses by the gaming tables, looks across the bar and yells, "Jesse, you better pay for your booze this time." But then she just keeps on walking and makes her way over towards the table and looks at Jerry and goes, "Miss Jerry, it's always a pleasure to see you. Would you like your normal tea serving this evening?"
I would love some tea, Miss Raina. Thank you
Awesome.
so much, love.
Astra, can you bring Jerry her tea?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And who are these youngins?
Raina, I'd like you to meet my grandson, William. I call him Billy Baby. He hates it. I'm trying to learn William. But my Billy Baby and his friend are out here. This is their first night. They want to learn to get into the business.
What? Well, welcome. So y'all are fresh to the establishment, fresh to the fun. So do y'all want anything to drink? Do you want snacks? Do you want to partake in some games? I can introduce you to some of the ladies. Oh, did I scare him?
He's a little shy. It's fine. Billy Baby.
I'm just looking at Nana like, is this okay, Nana?
I don't bite. How about
I'm
this?
just glad my parents weren't here.
Look, we'll just get you a watered down whiskey. And what about you, sweetheart?
Something sweet?
Bring a sweet wine and some baby whiskey. Yeah.
No, I can have a real one. I can.
Okay, make it a one
I don't need a
finger
baby
pour on the rocks. One finger on the rocks. Okay, does that work? There we go. It'll water down, Miss Jerry.
like
Don't
one
worry
finger?
about it. What? No,
At this point, Astra.
No. Okay, you have a lot to learn. I'm just gonna pat the table. It's okay. Just put the finger down. Ooh. How old is he?
Astra comes over with the hot tea service for Nana Jerry. Cup.
Nana,
Right.
it's good to see
Yeah,
you as always.
My usual tea service is actually a flight of whiskeys.
The whole flight, just for her.
Just a flight of whiskeys.
6 whiskeys coming up for Nana Jerry. And Astra, you deliver it. It's on a plank of wood, and you know, with the little divots cut in for each little cup, each little glass, and you come and you put it down, and you are here at the table now.
Well,
I'd say the hot part was Astra.
Yeah,
you
I'm
people
fun.
hot tea
are
service.
delightful.
So this is, I think Miss Jerry said William, but she says she calls him Baby William, but does not call him Baby William. So we just call him Will. And this is his friend
Right.
Jack.
Nice to
They're-
meet you, boy.
They're fresh. They might be more closer to your age than mine. I'm like 30 something, but I still look good. It's fine.
Well,
If I could only be.
I'm not actually a freshman yet. I haven't started at university.
No, freshman. Oh.
Oh, honey.
So, what school are you going to go to? Are you going to try City Poly?
I look at Jack.
I'm terrible with
I'm
names. I don't know what anything's called.
Yes, the university that the Slayers Annex at City Polygnostic University. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I look at Jack because wherever Jack's going is where I'm going.
You should know that Baby Billy's father is an accountant. So it's not like my Billy baby has had a lot of experience in the world.
Wait,
So
so
go easy.
does Daddy know he's here?
Of course not.
No.
Dude, I haven't seen him since we were anyway, children. So yeah. We'll be
Yes, Ashley, Jack.
My dad's been here.
Jack and William both say yes, affirmative. They are going to go to City Poly.
Well, let me know when you go to enroll. I'll walk you around the campus.
Have you been going there? Have you met Professor Billingsworth? I heard he's really awesome.
Billingsworth, history, I think. Yes. Interesting man. Kind of a boring lecturer, but definitely knows his stuff.
That's good at least.
He just tends to drone a bit. Needs to liven up the lectures a little. Make history more exciting, I think.
I think if
just
he just
start throwing
came here and
paper
just
balls?
learned some excitement, he'll be fine. He just needs to get some cobwebs out. That's all.
We could drag him out into the street. Enlivens everybody up a bit.
We're gonna drag him? I'm here for it.
Streets look pretty wild tonight. That's why I was thinking about staying in, actually. But on the other hand, with company, it may just be interesting.
So, what is the word on the street tonight?
Let's ask
Anything good going on?
I'm like, where's
For that information, there is somebody who does not work for Reyna, but Reyna allows them to kind of do their business here in the House of Crimson Delights. There is a very short, I would say not even 5 feet tall, maybe 5'10", person, dark skin, curly, kinky hair, shade on the sides, kind of got like a mohawk thing going on with like a bowler hat on top. Think like just a very, very tiny Lupita Nyong'o. Just like a very tiny Lupita. They are at the gaming table, just not doing something really serious, just kind of like playing cards. And that is the person you would need to speak to for the word on the street. Her name is Mouse.
If you go talk to Mouse will be able to tell you anything. I'm gonna go make sure this bum at the bar pays his tab this time.
I wave to Jesse. Mr. Jesse, evening.
I'm literally mean mugging him the whole time.
My lady.
Oh my god.
So you see, if anybody wants to go to Mouse,
I'm gonna grab the kid. I'm gonna grab the kids and go over. So what usually happens is we sit around, we drink a little, everybody chats a little. We talk to Reyna a bit because she's always interesting to talk to. And then we're gonna go talk to Mouse. And Mouse tells us what's going on, around the city, in the alleys and the darker parts. And we see if there's anything interesting that we want to get involved in, look into. So you guys come with me and I'll introduce you to Mouse.
Cool. Yeah. Of course, Nana. Thanks.
How you
go
feeling?
over to Mouse and she's
How's your
got
head?
cards in her hand.
Evening, Mouse.
She's like, "Hey, Donna, Jerry, how are you doing? Deal me out of the next hand. I'm gonna go do a little business." She kind of winks at the people she's playing with. She's like, "All right, hi, Nana, how you doing?"
I'm doing all right. I've never felt more spry. It's a nice night. It's not raining, so my joints ain't aching.
Well, that's good to hear. Who's this lot here with you? Who do you have here?
Well, this is my grandson, William, and his friend, Jack.
And Matt kind of gives you an up and down, William. I was like, okay.
Hey, hi, Mouse, nice to meet you. I'm William.
William?
Jack.
Who's this? Lovely bit right here. Jack.
I work with William.
Then.
Nice to meet you.
This is I'm bringing them out for the
Me too.
first time tonight. So something a little easy.
Yeah, but we
you're
have
looking
been
for a
training
starter hunt,
really
then.
hard.
All right. Well, what kind of skills do you have there, young William?
Oh, well, I've been training to be a blade. I've got a sword, and I can cut stuff with it. I'm really good at stabbing.
He's taken
Well,
out
that's
quite a
good.
few of the melons in the backyard. It's true.
Yeah.
That's all well and good, and you see, like, quick as anything, right at your thigh, William is a blade, is a dagger, like, on the inside of your thigh, and Mouse is holding it.
I
Good.
laugh.
Oh my,
It's like,
we're about to lose something important.
Mouse, be nice. He's a newbie. Take it easy on him.
I wasn't gonna catch him or
I'm
anything.
kind of
just,
watching
you
this
know,
situation and getting ready to like
am I supposed
push him away from William if he moves.
Am I supposed to stab you or something? I don't really understand. What's this? Nana?
Mouse has a very interesting way of saying hi.
She takes her dagger away, spins it, and puts it back in her boot. She just goes, just wanted to see how quick you were there.
I didn't say I was fast. I just
Oh.
said I was good at stabbing things.
Oh, let's see what we've got. All right, follow me. And she stands up. Again, she's like tiny, tiny, tiny lady. And she stands up. She goes, let's go to my office, which is
Okay.
the bathroom. Or the
Mouse,
washrooms.
you
Yeah.
want to
okay.
tag along?
So
Oh, come on.
I look
Anybody
at Jack
wants to.
and I say to Jack, I should have said, I may not be fast, but my sword is big. That's what I should have said. Damn. Next time.
So,
Or just tell her
there's
she
somebody-
couldn't have cut your underarm. She may be able to reach your thigh, but not your arms.
Yeah, should have.
Oh, honey.
Somebody's in this particular washroom. It's like, Mouse just kind of opens the door, and this person in there, and she's like, all right, out you go. And they're like, oh, yeah. And they just, like, leave. They finish washing their hands, and they leave. And you guys are, like, cramped in this little room, and Mouse, it's, like, it's a very nice washroom, because there's, like, it's individual, so there's, like, a little chair in there for, like, waiting, and there's a mirror for, like, repowdering your face and all that stuff. And then, like, there is the actual toilet, so Mouse just kind of sits down in the chair. Before she sits down, she takes a piece of, like, a pad out of her back pocket and starts flipping it open. And she's like, all right, looking for a starter. You looking for some rumors then, Nana?
Absolutely. Anything juicy.
All right, it looks like there was a cockatrice over at, Nellie took care of that one, I think, a few days ago. Skeletons? Interested?
Maybe.
No, that doesn't seem quite right.
Kind of hard to stab skeletons.
Something about. Looks like we've got something here going down at the wharf. Some sort of. Wait, I can't read my own handwriting here. Can't read it. Some kelpie mermaid thing going on, but. Give me a second, give me a moment, I've got it. Flips forward a few and she goes, this one right here. All right, down at the coils, people have been disappearing down at the coils. And those that ain't disappeared, they, around. They just don't go home.
How long has this
Two
been
dead
going
bodies
on?
have showed
And
up.
what? How many?
A fair few, maybe 3, 4 dead bodies have shown up.
Any particular type of people going missing, or is it sort of a random
Well,
smattering of demographics?
It's people, not like you and me, but like working class folks, those that looking for jobs down at the coils, looking for those manufacturing, those factory work. And yeah, found a few dead bodies. It's been going on maybe 3-4 weeks. You can find more information. Coroner down at the coils has seen some of the dead bodies. He might be a good person to talk to. But yeah, no one really knows what's going on. So if you want a test of your investigative skills, young William, then this might be a good one for you.
Yeah, a little bit of this seems great. A little bit of tracking and a little bit of information gathering. That'll be perfect.
Yeah. And Jack's really good at figuring stuff out. I'm not, but Jack's great at it. So we're a team.
Actually, I know somebody I'd want to have join us. And I head out of the bathroom and over to Jesse.
See, at this point, Raina has come over to you, and you guys are talking about you paying your bill.
Oh.
Again.
Just don't. Come on. Like, just. You don't do anything but get drunk. You drive me crazy with that. Can you just, hey, I'm giving you a place to crash. For Christ's sake.
Fair point.
How big is Jesse's tab, Raina?
Pretty big.
I was about to say, hell if I remember.
I tell you what, since you clearly seem to be bored and at loose ends, why don't you join me, my grandson, his friend, on a bit of a local tracking adventure? Right up your alley.
Reminds you of my hunting days, yeah? For sure.
So how about I'll pay for 3 of the drinks. You pack it in tonight, head with us down to the coils.
Back, you know what? I'm gonna tag along to make sure he comes back in one piece because someone's gonna have to pay the rest of this.
That's fair. Come on, love. You know you want to come. It's exciting.
He always
it's better
does.
than sitting at this bar and getting drunk.
I'll go. I'm
All
down.
right.
Raina,
Yes.
I've got no more appointments tonight. Do you mind if I come along?
I do not mind. We can go on an adventure today. It'll be great. We'll call this a teaching moment of how to deal with bums that just show up in and out of your life and think they can just crash at your place and drink all your booze. But I wouldn't know anything about that. So come along, dear.
It's worked this far.
As we head out, I take the last whiskey in my flight and down it before heading out
Which
the door.
you're not gonna. Raina's just gonna start cursing in Spanish. Just go on.
And I'm not paying.
And I'm gonna take my cup that I've been working on, head on out.
Oh, apparently William
Quit
tried to
taking
drink.
my cup! Oh my God!
This is mine. I brought this one back. This is the
I
souvenir
told you
one.
I can handle
The
it.
souvenir one. The souvenir one.
Yeah.
No free refills, Jesse. No free refills.
You've been bringing this back for 4 years. Is that what we're calling it now? A souvenir cup?
Yeah. I take it
I
with
was
me
like,
and I
that's
remember you
insane.
by it. So.
All right, let's go. Oh, okay.
Almost.
I gave you a bullet to remember me by, but what did you do with it? You used it.
Pulls out his gun and checks all the bullets. I mean, it might be one of these.
Oh my God. All right, can we go before I lose, like, what little patience I have?
Everybody has gathered, put
Oh,
on
Jesse.
Learning lesson.
outerwear. Everybody puts on outerwear, gets hats, and gets all of the things that they need. Jack and William, you guys were both so excited that you already had everything. You're like, we don't have to stop by the house. We got all our stuff. We got everything we need. We are ready to go. Is anybody picking up anything particular? Books, pads, notepads, monocle, and are we getting like a magnifying glass or
I have my I have my Nana's go bag, which is a sort of quilted
It's like
children's
a
bag.
diaper bag for slaying.
Nana's
Yeah.
day bag.
Does it have snacks in it?
Go bag.
It does, totally. It's got like it's got some like Werther's like kind of
Does it
candy.
have butterscotch? Does it have butterscotch in it?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. Raina is always carrying what she needs, so she just puts on her nice little coat over her bustle skirts, ready to go.
Everything's on
Astra,
my horse.
Anything you
Well,
grab?
Astra was dressed to work, so she's going to run upstairs and change from lingerie into more appropriate hunting attire.
You come down in less flimsy clothing. You have boots on now. Probably skirts,
pants?
like a little bit nipped in a waist jacket. Yeah. The pants. Yeah. And so you guys, the way that Slayers worked, for those of you who never played this, everybody, there is really no commerce. There's no goods. They don't have to like shop for the things that they need. They just basically have the things they need because they are seasoned hunters, or they already are like prepared and ready to go. So there's no like shopping excursion. I'm sure if you ran hunters Slayers and you wanted to do a hunting excursion, you're more than welcome to, but we're just gonna play it like they already know what they have and they are ready to go.
I helped Billy Baby.
So you
What?
and Jack has read all about all the things that they need.
And I cribbed lots of notes from watching Grandma Jerry tell Billy Baby how to pack.
William.
Sorry, William.
Big boy now. Big boy.
Should we
you all, the 60.
should we check the young men's equipment to make sure that they're properly set?
Sure, Nana Jerry made sure that he's packed
That'd
very
be great.
well. Oh,
don't
I won't
wanna
object.
phrase it that way.
what? No, I didn't.
Not the Vatican.
Jesse's gonna go and
Here's my
make
sword.
sure his horse has everything in the saddlebags.
I mean, Astra, if you
Does
want to
my
make
sword look sharp enough?
Billy, honey, put it.
That's the same
Put
thing
it
as
away.
going, is the gun
No,
sharp
nobody
enough?
needs.
You don't pull
You don't
out
need to
the
have
guns.
your sword out in the street.
Yes.
You know which end goes into the monster, right?
Yeah. We were
They
practicing that
say
live.
stick it with the pointy end, but it's really you want to slash. Slashing is much more effective. A lot of times. Your odds are much
pointy
The
better.
edge lacks artistry. But
ladies,
Like-
ladies
it works.
don't carry pointy things. As she
Nana carries
reaches by
pointy
her
things.
skirt and adjusts something under her skirt.
And Nana Jerry just casually puts her knitting needles into her go bag.
Yeah. If you act
Billy,
up,
it's okay.
Nana, get you those needles. You don't want that.
Billy Baby,
So,
listen. Everybody's gonna razz you, but listen, you need to lock it down. You need to not let it get to you. You need to focus. You mind on the prize. Don't let all of this distract you.
Okay.
So you all, the 6 of you, head out into the night, prepared and ready to go. You are in Slayer's Row, and you have been told this disturbance, these things are happening in the Coils. The Coils is a district of manufacturing of factories. It is called the Coils because of the iron and metal that is used in a lot of these manufacturing, and a lot of the things that you see, there's springs and gears and all that stuff, and also because of the coils and smoke that come off of the factories and the foundries that are here in the Coils. You guys have to go through a few more districts. You go through the garden district where Nana's house is, and you go through like 2 or 3 more districts until you start seeing in the even at night, you see these coils of smoke coming through, and the buildings start getting larger and larger and kind of further apart as you start coming to these factories and these foundries, and all of this, like the type, like the city is ever growing, and nobody knows where the city started or where the city ends. But this particular part of the city is large, and it has that stench of fire and molten metal. And you enter it. And you were told to go to the corner in the Coils, because most of the time in the city, the district have their own kind of like police precinct, fire brigade, and like coroner's office kind of thing. So you were told to go to the coroner's office and the coils.
God, I forgot.
I assume that I know where it is, and I just head there. And is this a knock on the door establishment or a go inside to the front desk kind of a establishment?
They knock on the door. It says the coils city, the city coroner, Dr. Mishra.
Dr. Mishra?
Dr. Mishra, yeah.
All right. So, yeah, I knock on the door.
You see the piece of wood slide across, and you see a face, kind of like a plump, darker skin, balding hair, like going thin on top, gonna end up doing the like Jean-Luc Picard at some point in the near future. Black and salt and pepper hair, and like you see eyes and nose, and you hear, yeah? Got another dead body?
I don't have a dead body. We were wondering if we could come talk to you about some of the bodies recently found. We understand people are going missing, and we're here to look into that. Is it all right if we come in, Pet?
Here's Arya.
Sorry?
There's a lot of Arya.
More or less.
All right. The thing closes, you hear like all of these things becoming unlocked. And the door opens, and there's like maybe in his early 50s, kind of darker skin, like I said, like salt and pepper gray hair, plump, kind of a little bit of a pot belly. He's maybe like 5'8", 5'9", so taller than some of you, shorter than some of you. And he's got on just like a pair of brown trousers and a white shirt rolled up here, and he's got on a gray apron that's got some like kind of little bits of blood and stuff like that. He's like, all right, come in.
I'll assume that you're the coroner.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Mishra.
It's a pleasure to meet you. They call me Jerry, and these are my associates.
Hello, associates.
They apparently have no names.
Nana, are we supposed to tell our names?
A lot of the people that I deal with have no names either. So what particular bodies are you looking for? By the way, this accent has gone from here to there and back again, so I have no idea what it is.
Back again.
Sorry. My name is William, and I'm.
So what bodies are you looking for?
We're looking for definitely bodies that probably don't have names. We understand that there are, over the past month or so, several people who have gone missing, and maybe, or at least went missing for a while, and now bodies have mysteriously turned up.
He's looking at you, Nana, and he's looking at Jesse, and he's looking at Raina, and he just kind of goes, you three seem a little bit more experienced with this than these other three. And he looks at Jack and William specifically, and he's like, they're gonna make a fuss if they see a corpse.
I dig in my go bag, right down at the bottom, and I pull out a couple of wrapped mints, and I hand them to Jack and William. And I'm like, it's probably gonna be a little intense. Pop these in your mouths. If your stomach starts to feel a little queasy, chew.
And Dr. Mishra goes, and smile. So it suppresses the gag reflex. And if you're gonna horch, go outside and lose your lunch there, because I don't want to have to clean up my body and sick.
Jesse is gonna put his hand behind William's back and like to make sure that he can do it. Be like,
I don't think you need to worry about me. I've studied under Dr. Felder at the Necroc Laboratory. I've seen corpses, both still and
I guess you've probably seen some very interesting corpses then, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
I heard they brought in sort of like 5-legged creature recently. Oh, weird shit happens.
It was unusual.
All right, you
I
watch
can
for
handle
me,
it.
and you go back. And
No, you
as you
can't,
start
son.
moving back into,
You can't, son. We're going. And he's like pushing him forward.
At some point in there,
I got this.
Nope.
Raina's just fanning baby William, just fanning him to make sure he doesn't. You're fine.
Can you imagine us on like either side of him, like me pushing him
fine.
and you're fanning
You're
him,
fine.
like we're
You're
got.
fine.
Yep, I will
fine.
take charge of Jack and
I
make sure
got
Jack
this.
is all right.
Stop trying to be in a
Jack,
slayer.
vote of confidence here.
Fine.
Thank you.
I've been training for this.
and the further into the coroner's office, the more that you get, the colder and colder it gets, because you imagine that these bodies are in fact cold storage. He gets there and he goes, all right, what bodies are you looking for? Like I said, I got a lot of them that are unnamed here, so I don't know exactly which ones. We got industrial accidents. We've got, I think, those that have died by natural causes. What exactly are you thinking might have done these people in that you're looking for?
Have
Let's
you got
start
anybody
with something-
without a cause of death?
Something strange and unusual, or something presumed natural.
Option C.
Most
All
of
right.
them are working class folk.
That's pretty much all we have here in the coils, except for them bastards that own the manufacturing plants. All right, let me see. He pulls one body out and he goes, no, that person lost a leg, slides them back in. That was an industrial accident. Still don't know what their real name was. They used a fake name on their job application. Goes to another drawer, opens it up, slides it out, and goes, no. That person that's wrapped up in a conveyor belt. That was the wrong one. Sorry about that. Like, slides that body back in, locks it, and goes, I think I know. All right. Presumed natural, you said. I've got 3 that have died of sort of all of the same causes. Is that what you might be looking for?
Yes.
That's what. Okay, let me pull those out. Cuts down, kind of bends down. This one's kind of lower, and unlocks it and pulls out a drawer. And you see maybe some a male person in their early to mid 20s. So a little bit of scruff on the chin. Baby fat has definitely gone away, but still has that air of youth about him. And he goes, this young man here, nobody's come to claim the body. This one young, and you guys can all look at the body if you would like. This one came in about 2 weeks ago. And right odd it is. And when you look at the body, the eyes are kind of like swelled shut, and it looks like at some point there were like hives, and where like this person had, and you see the Y intersection and the Y incision, and you see where the stitches are, but you see up and down the arms and on the chest there are scratches.
So, an allergic reaction to cat. All right, let's
couldn't tell you.
What do the others look like?
And how are Jack and William looking as they see these dead bodies? I can't see Pac, so I don't know what William's face looks like.
Barely holding it together.
Oh yeah,
Raina's
I'm looking a little green around the gills.
Jesse,
good face.
fine.
Good face.
Jesse
I'm a big
hands
boy.
him the cup, the souvenir cup with the alcohol, and like puts it underneath his nose. Or like
Golly.
smell
That
it.
would probably make it worse.
Smell this. No, smell it, and maybe it'll get rid of the smell.
Okay, I'm smelling it. Can I drink it, please?
No. You might pork.
This is fine.
And smell it though.
Fine.
Yeah, does Jack have a piece of cloth on their face?
I'd say I try and pass. Yeah, I try and pass it over to William. Let him have a turn with it.
You two young
Try that
ones,
for a
if you're
minute.
No, this
feeling a
is part of
little
the job.
feeling queasy,
This is
go
part
back
of the
out
job,
front
it's
and lose your
No,
mood out there.
not
You'll
gonna-
fight better if you're not about to
I'm
throw
a big boy.
You get used to it, sadly.
Fine.
And and Dr. Mishra comes. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm like, she's like, just center yourself and just think of all the velvet that. Oh wait, wrong thing. Just put your mind somewhere else, and it's fine. It's totally fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Dr. Mishra comes over to you,
fine.
Jesse.
Yes.
He looks in your cup and he goes, "Got any tipple in there? Got a tipple?"
No.
There's no booze in there? I thought I
No.
smelled booze.
No.
Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be the first
Jesse,
roll of the night.
share.
This is gonna be the first roll of the night.
No.
Jesse, I need you to roll a negotiate. So the way that skills work in this is each hunter has a set of skills: agile, brawn, deceive, hunt, mend, negotiate, stealth, street, study, and tactics. So each one of these, generally, it's combat and not combat. So for most of this, you've seen that we've just done no rolling because it's just been role play, RP. But at this point, Jesse has a chance of failing or succeeding excessively in convincing Dr. Mishra that there is in fact no booze in his cup. So at this point, this is when we're going to start rolling. And this system has a rule of 4+. So each of their skills has a specific die associated with it, and they've gotten to choose which dies, and like most of them are going to be D6s or D4s. And if the person rolls a 4 or higher on their die, then it's a success. If they roll a 3 or lower, it's not a success. So obviously rolling a D12, you're going to have a higher chance of succeeding. But for character creation, when they have put did the skills, I'm trying to find the information. One skill is set at D10, 2 at D8, and another at D6, and all others at a D6. So there's still a 50-50 chance, depending on what Jesse put negotiate, that Jesse might not convince Dr. Mishra. So that's a quick pause and process question. So go for it.
Oh, I got a 5.
Yay, that is a success.
I was like, it's probably not gonna work.
Is it a D6 that you
Yeah, and I got a 5.
roll? Okay. So he goes, my old nose must be playing tricks on me, smelling all these bodies.
That's exactly what it is, partner.
I've just got alcohol on the cloth for helping with the smell.
That's Jess would never wander the streets with a cup full of booze.
And again, when you're looking on this one, you see the eyes aren't swelled shut, but there are scratches along the neck and up into where the ears are. Scratches up here and a few more scratches on the arms. And this person has scratched so much that there are open sores.
So, Astra, you want to look at the one body? I'll look at the second one. I'd like to know if the scratches look like they've scratched themselves. Or if it looks like 3 claws, 5 claws.
Okay, so I need each of you to make a study check.
Yay, study.
Yay, study.
I actually have ranks in it.
I got a 4.
Mine was an 8.
Okay?
I got a 4. I was gonna say, while y'all are looking at the bodies, I'm kind of walking around with my notepad trying to help y'all take notes.
Yes, studious note taker, Jack.
I got a 6
You
for my
both
study
look
check.
at this, and from what you can see is, you look at the hands. It's not so much that the scratches give it telltale signs, but the hands have telltale signs, because the hands themselves, the fingernails, there's blood and a little bit of viscera and skin and debris underneath the fingernails. So you imagine these people did this to themselves.
So, Doctor, when were each of these bodies discovered?
Well, the first young man I showed you came in about 2 weeks ago, and this young lady here, she's a little bit taller. She's maybe 5'10", 5'11", really muscular built, short, kind of dirty blonde hair. This young lady came in a bit 4 days before this unfortunate young man. Well, I say came in. I was called out to the spot to come pick him up. Daytime employees. I got one more if you want to look at it.
All right.
Please.
closes it. There's a drawer off to this, like in a corner on the side, but he closes both of the other ones so you can't see them anymore, because he has to do that so he can pull out the one from the other side. Opens it up, and this one is a slightly older woman, kind of plump, kind of just very fine red hair. What you would imagine would have been a very genial expression on her face if she were alive and didn't have almost like pock marks, sores on her face a little bit.
Okay, so
same kind of telltale scratches.
To clarify, they all have scratches. 2 of them have what look like hives. Right?
Hive, bites, sores, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, and one of them, it's so bad that his like eyes are swollen shut.
Real quick, because
Yes.
so it's a guy and 2 women.
Women. So it's like 2
Okay.
younger people. The first one you saw, like the first young man and the first young woman you saw were maybe in their early to mid 20s. This woman is maybe in her 40s.
Oh, poor pet. What happened to them? Where were they found?
Far as I can see, they lost a lot of blood and they had a lot of scratches on them. I can't tell. I mean, you can see on some of them, there's also like the older lady, there are bits of her flesh that are missing because there are like raccoons and cats and street cats and street dogs that have come and kind of scavenged on her dead body because she wasn't found soon enough to be picked up.
Breathe, William.
So it's obvious that they were found actually on the streets, but where?
Well, sorry, what were you saying, Astra?
Scavenger predation.
Yes.
It's a. I fan William.
I still have my hand
kinda
on
like
my back, and I'm like still patting him.
Dr.
Raina's
Mishra
just
sees
one-handed.
you. Dr. Mishra sees you with your notepad out, Jack. Said, young person, you might want to keep your notepad out. From most is what I can tell, they've all been seen in and around a block around Meleget Manufacturing.
Interesting.
Meleget?
Meleget. Meleget.
Doctor, do you have any information on animal deaths in that area? Or would that be another department?
Oh, that's the city. That's the cleaners and the animal control. I don't see animal bodies generally unless they're inside a human body.
All right.
Wait,
Thank you.
what?
When does that happen?
Like,
Well, here's the thing.
Well, there was this one time. Yeah, there was this one time. There was a person and looked like they had a giant tumor, but it ended up being a chicken. Not a live chicken, but like a malformed chicken skeleton, and it was real weird. I don't know how it got there.
okay. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
But no, what I was thinking is, if whatever killed these people has any kind of venom, perhaps we'd see an increase in scavenger deaths in the same area.
That makes sense.
So you could go check with either the brigade or you could go check with the animal control people. They might have some information for you.
And
So it seems to me. So they question. Are the scratches enough to have bled out, or is there? Okay, waiting.
Go ahead.
Are the scratches enough for them to have bled out, or is there some other puncture wound or gash or something that seems like a place of exsanguination?
Well, honestly, I mean, they did bleed quite a lot, but from what I can tell, most of actually the cause of death for all three of them was lack of oxygen to the brain, asphyxiation, if you will.
Were their throats swollen?
A little bit, and the lungs were a little funky.
So maybe something they inhaled.
Do you know anything, sir, about Meligat manufacturing? What did they do?
Oh, as far as I know, they are a fertilizer plant. A fertilizer. I hate going over there because it literally smells like shit. Like literal, actual cat shit.
Oh, are we gonna have to go there, Nana?
Yes, we're gonna have to go there, Billy baby.
Sounds
If we're going to find out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nana.
William, we gotta be serious. Come on.
But that's why
new vest.
Billy.
I'm wearing my entire gown, and you're fine,
I was
sweetheart.
about to say,
You're
this
cleaning.
is why you don't get attached to
And it's why I told you to pack a scarf. Just wrap the scarf around your nose and your mouth, honey.
William, if shit is the worst smelling thing you have to worry about, consider yourself lucky.
You are very lucky. But it's okay, we'll break you in.
It's worse than shit.
Wait until you've seen a body that's been sitting in the water for 2 weeks.
I've had some like that, and it's been more than 2 weeks. We found a floater in the river out of the Wharf district. Now, let me tell you, talking about predation, there was fish bites all over that little motherfucker.
Doctor, this is great. We'll have to come by. You can come by the saloon. I'll buy you a drink. I'm pretty sure some of them will totally place.
Yeah, you can tell he loves telling his, like, gross stories.
I'm pretty sure some of the girls at the saloon would love to hear some of this. Actually, you can ask her, might get along great. But we really need to go to Jack. We'll get along great. And Jack, you don't work for me.
What is the name of your establishment there, dear lady? What's the
house?
What's the name of your establishment? I'll have to remember that one.
Hold on. The House of Crimson Delight.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'll have to remember that one.
Come on down. It'll be fine. All right. Manufacturing, let's go. I would like to not get too much cow shit on this skirt, but let's just go ahead and wrap this on up.
Well, hopefully it'll be easy to step lightly.
And quickly.
Yeah, he goes, it's not that hard to find. I mean, it's a big fucking place because it's, they've got all these different belts and like silos, and they've got some sulfur.
We can
it's
smell
about
it.
2-3.
We can smell it.
It's about 2-3 kilometers down that direction.
Okay.
Come back by if you have any questions about dead people, I guess.
Thank you. See, Astra connection for school. Jack connection for school. William, Jack and Astra connection for school, and we're good.
I look forward to speaking with you in the future, Doctor.
Yeah, come visit me. If you need employment, I don't know what your employment status is, but I'm always looking for good people to help. I mean, you just get to carry bodies and wash them off, but no.
Thank you for that, dear.
You're really selling the position there, Doctor. All right.
I don't like lying to people.
Thank you so much for your help, love. If we have any questions, we know that you are full of answers.
So full of it.
I try.
All right,
Right.
onward.
You guys can head out of, yes. Do you want to go to the animal control office, or do you want to go straight to Malagat Manufacturing?
I would like to go to Malagat Manufacturing.
Mm-hmm. The animal control thing was a possible lead, but I don't think it'll pan out.
Okay.
We could
So
just try
you
and
guys
check
take-
around over in the area to see if there's dead animals about.
Sure, if you would like to do that, that would be a skill check. And that is going to be a
Streets?
hunt. So that's hunting, tracking, and monster knowledge.
I've got that. Yeah, I took hunt and study at 8 and agile at 10, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
6.
Yep.
5.
7.
Okay, So yeah, if anybody that rolled got a 4 or higher, I don't know if William rolled or if he succeeded. For 4 or higher succeeds.
William got a
The
3.
only kind of thing. Okay. Sorry, Billy. The only, as you're walking around, you do see like dead pigeons and just kind of like you see what you think is a dead body. But as you kind of get closer, the dead body turns, kind of like strikes out at you, like, get out of my steps!
So sorry.
It's obviously
So sorry.
not a dead body. It is a person who is
So
sleeping.
sorry.
sleeping
So
around.
sorry, pet. We'll walk more quietly. I think very specifically though, I'm looking for anything that's like out of the ordinary. Cause like when I walk the streets, there's lots of dead rats and pigeons and whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for something that's particularly like off color or has, you know, those same side scratches or pluck marks or something.
Yeah.
Or hives.
Or
Yeah. As for your hunt rolls, you guys, as you're walking, no bodies, dead or alive, exhibit any of those symptoms.
I think May has her hand up.
Oh yeah, sorry. Are there any people wandering that I could possibly like talk to and get other info? Like any info? Like,
Yes, there's people. Yeah, because there's people. The coils is like a 24/7.
yeah. So
it's the manufacturing. So there's people walking to and from different plants and stuff like that.
all right. So obviously Raina sticks out like a sore thumb. But can she like try and get someone's attention and like see if they've heard any whispers?
It's very
or things?
easy for you, especially if you get your fan and you're like, excuse me, like clacking
Hi.
around.
Hello, you over there, cutie patootie. Okay.
This woman comes up to you. She's like, yes, you called me over?
Yeah, I question. Have y'all heard about any rumors or any weird things or seen anything weird going on around insert manufacturing name? I wrote this down. Meliget manufacturing. I was like, I think I wrote that in my notes. Meliget manufacturing. Any weird? I mean, obviously then the normal cow shit smells, but anything odd?
I haven't heard much. I work in the dyeing facility right over there. We dye fabric, but I don't. You said Meliget manufacturing?
Yes.
She kind of comes and she goes, Jim, come over here. And walks over and he's like, yeah, what do you need, April? She's just like, did you say that your cousin worked at Meliget? And he's like, right, he does. He works at Meliget. His wife says she hasn't seen him in like 3 weeks. No, she's seen him. She hasn't seen him at home. He refuses to leave the plant.
He won't leave the plant. Okay.
Says he has everything he needs there. And the more he works, the more money he earns.
What's his name and what does he look like, Pet?
His name is Trevor. He's about and points at William and goes about this fella's height. Got short, kind of really shaved to his head, brown hair. You can tell he's just got a giant nose. Just bulbous, and he's not hard to miss with that schnoz on his face.
Giant nose, hair, about William.
Yeah.
Maybe William.
Name's Trevor.
Yes, Trevor.
Does it sound
Yeah,
like the
his
full
wife-
info?
His wife says she's taken him dinner, she's taken him lunch, and he says that he's got a cot there and he'll sleep and he's trying to make money for, I guess, just trying to make a buck.
All right. Well,
All right then.
thank you so much, Duck. We'll see if we can find him when we go.
And you
When
see
we go
both
over
of
there.
them have like bluish purple hands from working with the dye. their hands at this point are almost near almost permanently dyed. So both of them work at the plant.
Well, if you need somewhere to hang out, look, Raina's always one of those, like, if you need somewhere to hang out, or if you want something that's a little less strenuous, holla. I mean, not holla. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I did say it was a little bit based on New Orleans, so if you want to base it on 2010 New Orleans, then we can do that too. New Orleans means like, look, baby. Like, New Orleans means like, look, baby. If you need a job that's a little cushier with less diet involved, just holla at me. But yeah, so okay, cool. So I wrote that down. New Orleans to me is just slipping right out. All right. So you guys can continue on your journey to Meliget Manufacturing.
So did that description sound like the one male person?
Nobody that you saw. Yeah. Nobody described. If you would have recognized it, because the gentleman that you saw had a much more button and less bulbous nose, and you get the idea that Trevor's probably in his 30s or so. They talk about his wife and his kids, so like he's a little bit more older, a little bit more of a family man, and the young man that you saw in the coroner's office. So you guys continue your trek to Meliget Manufacturing, and the closer and closer that you get, you do get, I mean, like I said, it's the smell of chemicals everywhere in the coils. The smell of molten metals, the smell of ash and burning wood and sulfur and just like all these different acids used to etch things. There's the smell of dirt and clay with the brick making facility. And it's just it's earth and fire, and you're just getting all of these smells. But there is a very, very distinct smell of manure as you get closer and closer to the fertilizer plant. It is unlike any of the other smells here in the coils, and it is dark. There are stars and moons out, stuff like that. And there's gas lamp, there's lamps and everything. But most of the light that you're getting is actually light from the fires in all of these factories. And there's a perpetual glow about coils. Hi, hey, Adora.
You want to say hi? Hi.
Adora.
Oh my god. Oh my god, so cute.
Well, I'm going to go out on the limb and say that we're here. Is there like an obvious front door, or how do you want to?
It's there around this. There is like a metal like fencing around, and it is a big manufacturing plant. It's not open. It's not closed. It's not like a big factory that's closed, because they do fertilizer. So it's like big outside conveyor belts and like silos and dumping situation. There's like a slurry pond that you can kind of see in there. But there is there's like a front gate, and there is a large kind of warehouse looking thing, which you imagine where they store stuff, and maybe there might be an office in there.
Okay. I would like to kind of survey the outside, get a sense of what the best approach is going to be. Like, does it make more sense to kind of go in through the side and try to remain unnoticed? Does it make more sense to go in through the front door, maybe ask specifically for Trevor? Like, what seems like our best route in?
Make a tactics roll.
Okay. 8.
Okay, so that's a success. So you look around, and you do see people that are actually working here. There's lights on. There's people putting stuff, like there's people shoveling literal shit onto conveyor belts. There's people doing like all of this stuff and working. And for you imagine that it couldn't hurt to try to like go talk to people. Maybe just go in the front and try to find some sort of somebody of a managerial position or something.
Okay. All right, let's try we're going to try the direct approach. We'll see who we can find to talk to, see what's going on. Raina, I think you should probably take point on this one. You're much better with
Got this.
people. So we head to the front desk.
Fine.
All right.
So you come up the front and you see sitting at the front desk is a relatively young, maybe in their early 20s person, olive-colored skin, olive-toned skin, kind of like dark curls, sitting there. And they look up at you and they go, "Welcome to Meliget Manufacturing. How may I help you?"
Yes.
Hey there. Oh, do you want?
No, you go.
Oh, so I was actually wondering, are you guys like hiring at all?
Oh, we are always hiring. We are always looking for good people here at Meliget Manufacturing. Let me give you an application. They kind of go down into the desk, pull open the thing, and it's a like typewriter, typeset application. Are you all looking for employment here? No,
not myself, Pet, but my grandson, William's strapping boy.
Oh, okay. And hands you an application as well. Is anybody else looking for employment, or would anybody like to place an order?
Oh, you guys.
I'll take an application.
Is it
Okay.
just fertilizer that you guys do here? I mean, I'm just wondering for my.
We make the finest fertilizers of several different kinds.
Uh-oh.
We do fertilizer using manure. We use fertilizer. We have our special high-end fertilizer in which we use bat guano. We have fertilizers using rocks and stones and different chemicals. Basically, we have anything you want to grow. We have something for your needs. If you would like to place an order, I should go get somebody who's on the sales team.
Nana, should we ask her if they make fertilizer out of people too?
Hang on. No, I'm eating. No, honey, we're not that blunt. You always got to be a little circumspect.
Didn't you
Look,
say
you've had a little
direct
much at my
approach?
saloon. Is there someone? Oh my! I'm just gonna slowly put my
Unfortunately,
hand.
our sales team does not.
All right, I'm just gonna put my hand in front of William and just be like,
I mean,
unfortunately, our sales team does not work.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it for you.
I would.
That's what my horse is going to be named. My horse is just going to be Sammy.
Sammy.
Yeah.
Where is Sammy? Did you leave Sammy back at the saloon?
Oh no, I took Sammy. Sammy's with us.
Hold on. Is this not?
There's just a horse walking around with us.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna walk. You think I'm gonna walk? No, I'm just riding the horse everywhere.
You're asking, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, the sales team does not work in the evenings. We here at Meliget Manufacturing work 24 hours, 7 days a week to make sure that we make the best products for you. Our sales team will be in at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I don't even wake up. Okay. So, question: Is there a Trevor that works here?
Trevor, let me check the rolls. And they turn around, pull up like a board, and they're like, Trevor. In fact, we have two Trevors working here. Trevor DuPont and Trevor Jackson.
Oh.
Is one of them tall Trevor with a funny nose?
I have not met either of these Trevors. I do not know what either of these Trevors look like.
Well, is either of the Trevors on the... Okay, so here's the funny thing. So, I don't like to divulge people's purses, but I found, and she just pulls out a random handkerchief. This was left at the bar, and it just has a T on it, and I knew it was a man that named Trevor. And I want to return it to him as well as possibly order some things from my establishment.
That is excellent. I am not a member of the sales team. I do have a catalog of our pamphlet of our fine wares that you can peruse. And when you can meet with somebody at the sales team tomorrow morning, And they pull out like a little trifold pamphlet and hand it over to you. Again, I do not know any Trevor that works here. That I do not know them. But unfortunately, as you are not yet employees of Meligate Manufacturing, I cannot allow you back to the processing area.
So you don't do any tours that would allow us to actually see the process, so we know that we're getting an actually really good product?
Yeah, because I want to make sure I'm only getting the best for my establishment.
That again is something you would talk to someone on the sales team with. If you are with them, they can give you a visitor's pass, and you can walk around with them, and they can show you and tell you all about what we do here and our fine products at Meligate Manufacturing.
Okay. Can we, now that I know that there's visitor passes, can I actually sort of see where they might be located back in her desk area?
No, you do not see them.
Can I backtrack? So, I'm just trying to remember because my stuff was breaking up. Was there like another entrance we saw? You said
the only entrance that you saw, like the main, Tony asked for the main entrance. There is the main entrance up in the front where you came in, but there is another entrance on the side that you can tell that's where, like, it's a larger entrance. That's probably where the wagons go back and forth, delivering and sending out deliveries and receiving deliveries.
All right. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna take this little pamphlet, and she just kind of like folds it up and tosses that Jessie, and I'm gonna totally figure out what I need.
Jessie just catches it
for my but thank you. You've been so helpful.
You're welcome.
Nana.
Sounds like a robot.
Yes, William.
Okay, and I lean over to Nana. Should I just stab her so we can go in? I can totally stab her.
Oh my God.
No, honey, what did I tell you? You pick your moments. Not when there's lots of people. You gotta wait, you gotta watch.
Right.
It'll feel like the right time.
Get in, though.
But I do, dear, I do very much think that you should fill out an application.
Look. Raina is just gonna shake her head and pull
to help us get in. You know.
Look, Raina's done with this. Raina is just gonna be like, all right, this is great. Let's go and discuss this.
Yes.
So we're gonna go outside. Raina's just part of it. Raina then took her hat off. She's been pulled her curls up. She's like, this is some bull stuff. I don't have time for this. I got things to do, people to see. And she's just muttering the whole time. So how
I'm like over on the side crankily filling out my application. I wrote old people G's in my notebook to Billy.
How far is the big door from where we are?
So yeah, you went onto the front part where there's like a smaller door, like into the entrance of like that warehouse part. So that if that's facing east, the bigger door for deliveries is south.
All right. So Raina's just gonna be like, I'm not waiting for these people.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't wait either.
Raina's just like taking off her coat. She's like, I don't have time for this. She bustles the front left half of her skirt up, which exposes a thigh holster. I don't have time for this. I have things to do.
Jessie like grabs all the stuff and like flings it onto the horse to make sure it doesn't get dirty.
Look, that's just normal for her. She doesn't even see face. So she's like, all right. So I want to try and sneak my way through the bigger entrance where the carriages and such go.
Okay, make a stealth check. Is anybody else following Raina in?
She's gonna get some intel. What is that? That's my I need the correct dice for that.
If you would like to follow Raina in to the larger gate, it's more of a gate, it's a door. Make a stealth check. Or if you don't want to make a stealth check, you just want to walk straight fuck in, you can do that too.
Look, passed. I have an 8. I rolled an 8.
4.
Okay.
Hey, Sarah. There's a bunch of junk and trash around here, right? Is there by any chance an old abandoned clipboard somewhere?
My notebook.
Make a study check. See if you can find one.
Okay. Nope, 2.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, no. Okay. You don't find a clip. There is not a clipboard. You do find like what is like an old, like an accordion file, but leather. If you want to take something like that, you find some of those.
Okay, I'll grab that.
Okay.
Jack, hold
So
this
Jack finds it and hands it to you.
Yeah.
and give me your notebook.
Okay.
Raina then just.
Give it back when you're done.
I rolled an 8. She just ghosted.
I
Yeah.
mean, I
And
passed
for
as
those of
well.
you, if you got a 4 or higher on your stealth, you can sneak in. So what are you going to do, Astra?
I'm going to walk in, holding my notebook, and looking around and taking copious notes with a
Okay.
fierce scowl on my face.
Okay. Who rolled stealth? I know Jesse and Raina did. Anybody else? Deacon and Nana. So Astra, Ak, and William, what did you do?
Not good. I only got a 3. I tried to sneak in after Nana, and I did not do good.
I was kind of wondering. I was like, should we like hold the door? I was gonna ask before people, as people
At this
started
point,
walking in. I was like,
Jesse's,
maybe we should just hold the door. 'Cause I'm
lost
like,
his
I'm
shit.
not good at this.
So
I'm like, Nana, what are we doing? Where are we going, Nana?
our more experienced slayers just slip right in. For young folk. So Astra, you start taking copious notes with like a scowl on your face.
And I am basically trying to provide a bit of a distraction for the folks sneaking in.
Okay.
So if somebody comes up and starts talking to me, I will basically demand to see who is in charge of this manufacturing floor.
Gonna pull a
Okay.
Karen on them.
We are parenting them.
I am.
You're carroting for the cause. All
I
right.
am.
Use
All right.
your.
So, use your privilege.
I can't even get it out.
All right. So you're kind of scowling and there is a kind of a hefty looking man who kind of walks up to you. He's got like a thick chin strap beard, kind of coarse hair. He seems to be, he's about 6'2", and he's just like one of those barrel chested big dudes. And he comes up to you, he's like, and again, in all streams, I cannot do a deep male voice. I am a very tiny lady, so bear with me. But he has a very deep, resonating voice because he's got big lungs, so he's got big bellows. And he's like, excuse me, who are you, and why are you here?
My name is Karen Longbottom, and I am with the City Safety Authority. Do you know how many violations I have seen in just the 5 minutes that I've been here?
I can't imagine that there's very many. We run a very, very safe plant here. What do you say, Miss Longbottom?
Yes, and what is your name, please?
Okay, so I need you to make a deceive check for me, Astra.
Okey-dokey. Let's see. A 6! Yes!
Okay.
They believe it. Oh boy.
My name is Harcourt.
Writing it down.
Yeah,
And your last name?
Harcourt.
There's kind of a lot.
Harcourt Weaver.
And what is your position here,
My
Mr.
name-
Weaver?
I am the night manager of the manufacturing area of the Malagate Manufacturing.
All right, and
It's
who
my
is your
job
night
to
safety
make
officer?
sure that night safety officer. I don't know if we have a night safety officer.
Well, that's one violation right there.
No, I can show you. We have the safety procedures, and I make sure everybody follows them. I guess it's me. I guess I'm the night safety officer as the night manager.
This is.
Well, I worry that you may perhaps be overloaded in your job, but we'll let that slide for the moment. Please show me your procedures manual.
You gotta follow me. Come with me.
Of
With
course.
me.
Jack?
Does anybody go?
With me.
Does anybody go with Astra?
I thought Jack did. I
Okay.
gave Jack the accordion file to hold for me.
Oh,
So
okay,
Jack
so
is
we're
your
going-
assistant.
My assistant.
I'm using this opportunity to sort of get William through after he shouted after me.
I swear at this point in time, Jesse is just losing his shit, and every time William does something, Jesse's just like,
Raina's just gonna pat Jesse on the back. We were all young once, dear. We are all young once. Just
William is literally
I doesn't make it any better.
He doesn't know. Do you follow Nana? Do you follow Jack?
Billy, baby, I need you to look at Nana. Look at me. I need you to focus and I need you to calm down, because if you too want to tell stories of one time when I was young, you have got to survive tonight.
Okay, Nana. Should I come with you or should I go watch Jack?
You're going to come with us. You're going to come with us.
What about Jack?
Jack's fine.
You're going to come with us and you're going to shut the hell up.
I wink at you as I'm following after Astra.
I dig into my go bag and I pull out a lollipop and I hand it to William. I want you to put this in your mouth and shut up.
Look, Raina's just like,
okay.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Nana.
you got your fan out doing the
shut it.
So, Astra and Jack, you are taken, and you pass by, and now you're in the main manufacturing yard with these conveyor belts, and there's all this stuff going on in these silos, and boom, boom, and you see piles of shit, and you see people that are breaking up stone and rock, and you're like, I don't know what's going on over there. You don't know how to make fertilizer, and there's a slurry pond of mud and stuff, and you're taken kind of inside the back area of where you had come in the front originally. You're going into the warehouse area where it seems like that's the office kind of thing, and you are taken to the back door. He goes, wait right here. I'll be back with my stuff. So, Jesse, Raina, Nana, and William, what are you trying to do as you are out on this outside manufacturing plant?
So Raina wants to try and get her eyes on the process, essentially looking for anything that just doesn't seem like it should be happening in a place that manufactures crap.
Yes, I'm kind of getting the lay of the land. I want to see what the layout of the floors look like. Looking for anything suspicious too, people doing the whole looking both ways before going through a door kind of thing.
Okay, anybody that's doing anything like that, make a hunt check.
Yes! I got a 6.
2.
Which kind of check?
Okay.
7.
Hunt.
I think Jesse's
Hunt?
just really
7
looking.
for Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse's just really looking to see if he sees anybody who's weird as well.
Okay, that's what I was coming to. For those of you that got
I'm
it
looking
for
for
hire.
weird people.
Okay, those of you you noticed that the only person who approached you was this gentleman named Harcourt. Everybody else, every other single human being is focused on their task and they have not deviated from it. They pay you absolutely no mind.
Question. Do they seem so into their job, like the person at the front desk who was so into their job?
Where that was almost like a robot.
You haven't talked to any of them, but there are people that are wearing dungarees and overalls and coveralls and thick leather gloves and thick boots, and they're piling and shoveling and all that stuff. You don't see any smiles or anything on their faces, but they are very diligently doing their work. So at this point, yes, let's take a quick pre-break because it's been about an hour and a half since we've actually been playing. So let's take a quick potty break because I need to pee and I know other people probably need to pee. So let's take a quick potty break, drink break, snack break, whatever you need to do.
Hello, everyone. Fun fact, recorded this earlier today and realized I recorded the wrong intro, the wrong break. I recorded a break for next week episode because I'm hilarious. So, break. Let's go on first with announcements. First announcement is October is ending. So we picked a new charity. Link will be down below. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. Support local pet shelters this month. And yes, that is first announcement. Second announcement, we have a Ko-fi shop now. We are selling t-shirts currently. That's all we have up in the store. But tomorrow, October 28th, we will be releasing a few stickers. Right now, we are only going to be releasing thumbnail stickers. I've turned some of our thumbnail or YouTube thumbnails into stickers like this. So you can get the nice Summer Swell sticker, and you can also get the Modrons sticker in the store come Thursday. And you will also be able to get one other one. I cannot remember which other one I made. But so those 3 stickers will all be uploaded to the store. Soon, we will be doing character stickers as well. I'm working on drawing all of the main characters for our D&D show. And all of those stickers will be made. You can get them individually or in a bundle. So we are making that as well. That's it. We have no Ko-fi shoutouts this week again. People haven't really been interested in our Ko-fi, and that's fine. But we do have Patreon. And so let's get onto it. So we have 3 tiers of Patreon. Our first tier is a level 3 party member. As a level 3 party member, you will get all of our exclusive posts, and you'll get character art before everybody else gets it. You'll get some special things. You get all of our character sheets as we upload them. So all of our one-shot character sheets and such will all be uploaded, and you can see all of them. If you are a level 5 party member, which is $5, you get access to our monthly one-shots. And we have already been talking about our one-shot for next month. And it's going to be really cute. It's going to be very fun for fall. And I'm excited for it. And you will also get every episode uploaded a day before. So you'll get it on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. So if you're watching this on Wednesday, if you're watching this on Tuesday, stickers will be released to you a day before as well. It's like anything uploaded onto the store, you guys will get access to it before, like a day before, if you are a Patreon member as well. Finally, we have our level 10 party members, which is our top tier as of right now. We might do more top tiers as time progresses. But so far, for your top tier Patreon subscription, you get exclusive live streams. We're going to try and live stream once a month, specifically for our top tier patrons. And you will also get exclusive role-playing videos that we won't be releasing. And those role-play videos will look like the video that we released last week for our lost episode. So yeah, let's get on to Patreon shout-outs. I almost forgot. So we have 4 Patreons that get their shout-outs, and that will be Adam Eiler, Helen Gore-Laird, Claudia Dranowski, and John B. Thank you guys so much for being level 10 subs. We really appreciate it, and we are excited to give you guys all of the exclusive content that you guys deserve as some of our top supporters. This episode is going up on the 27th, and our next episode, which will be a YAAS episode, which was really fun. I enjoyed that episode a lot. We've already filmed it. Will be going up on the 4th. That'll be the day after Election Day. That reminds me. You all need to go vote. The end of the elections is on the 3rd. So on the 4th, you guys will be greeted with an episode that we filmed before anything happens. Before any outcomes are pulled out. That'll be the last episode that we've recorded for anything like that. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy, and I will see you all next episode. Bye-bye.
So as of right now, you see all of these employees who are very much doing their job. They are doing their work. And Astra and Jack, you guys are taken and you're standing outside of the back door to the warehouse/offices. And this guy, Harcourt, comes back up to you, and he's got kind of like a folder situation, like a what's it called? Like a report folder or something like that. And he goes,
Okay.
These are our and he hands it over to you. He's like handing it up to you like this. He's like, here, These are our safety procedures that are set forth by the company. If you want to review them, I try to do the checklist as much as I can every day before before I come out and after and during. Make sure that everything is in company policy.
Well, let's just take a quick look here and see where we stand, shall we?
All
Start
right.
leafing through the safety procedures and looking around and making sure that everything that's in the book is actually going on and pointing out very acerically when there's something that's not.
Drag it on out. Always drag it out.
Oh, yes.
So the four of you who are doing this kind of like hunting stuff and like do you approach any of the employees? Are you still just looking? Are you looking for items? What are you trying to do?
Probably gonna see if they seemed as brainwashed as the chick up front. So I'm just gonna walk on up and be like, so, actually, let me retract that. They're all wearing like worker clothes, right?
Dungarees,
like
coveralls, stuff like that. Yeah.
Wait,
Jesse,
do
what
we
do you
remember
have on
the
right
two
now?
the two Trevor last names? Trevor.
It was shoot, did I write that down?
I was gonna be like, I've got it in my notes, but I'm not there.
Trevor Jackson.
Trevor Jackson.
Jackson, yeah.
Okay. What are you wearing, Jesse? What are you wearing right here? What do you got on? You got on a hat. You got on
My vest and my shirt.
You got on jeans. I'm assuming dungarees.
No. I don't
You're
look
What
like
does Jesse wear?
Huh?
Well, not dungarees, but not jean dungarees. You
Like,
look like you could
you're
work
wearing
here.
Work clothes. Could you look like you're wearing work clothes?
I mean, are there work clothes somewhere here? Can I see where there's where the people get their work clothes?
Make a study check to see if you can find like a locker room.
I got a 4.
That's a success.
Yep.
Yeah, you see, there's like it's like a set of almost like waders. If you want to put on like a set of leather waders over what you are wearing, and they come up to like right about up at your chest. Apparently, it's for working in the slurry pond.
Yeah, I'll take off my vest, and I'll put on the waders, and I'll take off my hat, pretend to be one of them.
I'll take your hat and vest.
Okay, well there.
I'm just gonna put your hat on. Out of spite.
What am I doing? What do you guys want me to do?
What do you have on the waders? Because Raina asked if you could like look like you worked here.
Yeah. What am I doing?
All right, just go and talk. Just go talk to them. Act like you're new here. See how they react. See if they seem a little too like into their stuff. Because the girl up front was just repeating the same crap over and over. So see what they do.
Do I see anybody that looks like Trevor with the big nose?
You do not see Trevor with the big nose, but the people that are dressed like you are working very much in like near the liquid slurry pond, and they're literally like standing in it, and they're like scooping, and they're doing like this mixing of like mud and earth and like whatever. So you can grab a shovel and go on over, buddy.
Grab the shovel.
Right, it's just like this.
Things I do for these people, muttering and just
I'm going to go a kind of different direction, like away from the slurry and like towards where like kind of there's a line of workers kind of going about, and I'm going to sort of inadvertently sort of stumble and spill some things out of my bag. And,
okay.
Oh dear!
As you do that,
the
people who are working look at you, and they turn right back to their work.
Like I want to be like right where they're walking.
Jen, are you
they
okay?
like go around me like ants. Like ants go around.
Yeah, they go around you. They go around you. The ones that are like kind of working at the belt, they like see you, and then they like.
Huh.
Picking up Nana's stuff. Nana, are you okay, Nana?
Oh, Billy boy, I'm fine. But did you see what we learned there? Did you notice how they reacted? Not a single one of these people helped your Nana, and they walked right around me. Without
I
really
stab
a
'em?
second glance, what did we learn?
They're rude. They're not nice people.
I bet in any other circumstances they would not be rude. What we've learned? It's okay. You can do it. You got it. Yep. Really?
They're really job oriented.
Yes.
Focus.
Yes.
Really
Like
focused
more than you.
on their.
More than usual.
Maybe their boss is really mean. Maybe like they'll get in trouble if they don't like
Yeah, that's
do their job. Like I had a teacher that was really mean.
Yep. I remember Mrs. Duncan. Yep.
That was fucked up, Nana. Oh, sorry, Nana. That was messed up. That was messed up, Nana, that they didn't help you.
It's okay.
That's
Your
cool.
Nana's fine. Your Nana's been through much, much worse than people not helping her with her bags. But we should go back and tell everybody what we learned.
Trevor?
We'll find Trevor.
Yeah, and as you're digging, and Jesse's over here just kind of like digging
around
and
yeah.
mixing. He's digging around.
I mean,
He's digging around. Are you trying to talk to your fellow workers there, Jesse?
Yeah, I'll look at one of them and I'll be like, hey, you, the person and the other waiters.
Yeah, they just keep digging.
So does this all you guys do? I'm new here.
Oh, you didn't go through orientation? They make everybody go through orientation.
Nah, they just shoved me in this pool and said get to work.
Oh, you better get to work then.
What?
Keep mixing.
What'd you guys do in
Gotta
orientation?
Well, we are given a packet to read, and if we can't read, somebody reads it for us. It's how we learn about safety procedures. We learn about the history of the company, and
did you hear the
learn about
safety people are here? Make sure you're safe.
Yeah,
now.
you gotta keep your nose in line, man.
Yeah.
They're rough, and if the safety people get upset, then the bosses get upset. So keep digging, keep mixing. Hey, Al, bring another thing of that phosphorus over here. Al gets a wheelbarrow and goes over to like this thing and dumps this thing of phosphorus something and comes back over and dumps it in the slurry pit, and y'all just keep mixing.
I come back over and I stand next to Raina and like watch her watching Jesse, basically. Like,
it's the most words that Jesse's ever spoken in his life.
Right? Ooh, suddenly Jesse's pretty verbose.
So he's like,
Brandon's just like, what did I ever see in this? Oh, hey, Miss Jerry, what's up? Wrong way.
And we're gonna go back to Astra and Jack real quick, because Astra and Jack Astra is doing her flip through of the safety procedures, and he goes, what do you need to see the lab? Did you see that?
Is there a section on the lab?
Yes.
Yes, we definitely.
It's all about wearing gloves and wearing glasses while dealing with chemicals, essentially.
All right.
It's general
safety gear then.
Yeah, come with me, and you guys get like these coats and like basically like lab coats and like gloves, white gloves, and these like metal framed glass like goggles to put on, and Harcourt does the same. He puts his stuff on, and he goes, this is the lab's not active right now, but this is where those scientist types, they do the studying and trying to figure out different kinds of things. But that's our flush station. These are chemicals. I don't know how to use those. I'm not going to open that cabinet.
No, of course not.
I have a key, but I don't know. I mostly do. We don't do the sciencey stuff at night. We just do the grunt work and stuff.
Understandable. Do you have a storage cabinet for hazardous chemicals?
He has this look on his face like, and are all chemicals hazardous?
I'll just give him a look like he is a first grader that just answered the question on the board wrong. Yes, all chemicals
I thought
are
they were-
dangerous,
I
but
was told-
certain chemicals require specific storage modalities.
Oh, is that what thing with the skull and crossbones is for?
Probably, yes. I'm not going to ask you to open it, that would be too hazardous, but it's good to know that
And
you...
yes, we have a hazardous materials cabinet. Jack, what are you doing? Are you taking notes? Or are you just kind of like...
Do I have the notebook?
No, you're carrying the accordion thing.
Okay. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on him. I mean, at first I was a little worried, like, he might try something. Doesn't really look like it at this point. But, yeah, just kind of trying to make sure Astra's safe.
Do you
Keep an
recall
extra
the
set of eyes.
statute on hazard chemical storage?
Yeah, I believe it was
hazardous
35-6.
chemical store?
Yes, exactly. 3406, Section B, I believe. All right. It looks like the
I was
cabinet
like, yeah!
is properly insulated. All right. I think we're done here.
Okay, do you have like a thing I have to give my boss, or what do I do now?
You'll receive our evaluation via the post.
Okay, my name was Harcourt.
Yes, I have it written down here. Thank you. You've
Okay.
been most cooperative, and
Right.
that's greatly appreciated.
So he kind of takes your safety gear back, and as I need both Astra and Jack to make a study check. It's going to be perception. Okay.
D8.
Yeah, I got a 3.
I got a 3.
Okay, so that's a failure on both of your parts.
We
suck.
ain't found shit. I swear, every time it's a full failure, that scene pops in my head.
We found shit. I think that's a success right now, right?
I mean, I found a lot of shit. I'm basically
Okay.
swimming in shit, so...
Great.
If we manage not to find
So-
shit,
Yeah,
Wait, if you don't
but
find
you
shit in a
actually
fertilizing,
shit.
yeah, that seems bad.
Harcourt takes your safety goggles, he takes your gloves and your coats, and he goes, all right, folks, and he kind of ushers you back out and takes the safety procedures away from you and puts them back in some like little drawer in this little shitty desk that he has. And he goes, okay, thank you.
I am on the
coming.
way out. I am going to be specifically looking for Trevor with the big nose.
Make a hunt check.
D10. 8.
As you are leaving and heading out, you see Trevor with the big nose. Trevor with the big nose is working in a little bit more of like the warehouse area, and like he is like packing bags full of fertilizer. That's his job, is to do some of the packing. He packs them and then like stacks them. Like that's what Trevor with the big nose does.
What is he wearing?
Trevor with the big work clothes, dungaree, thick canvas, kind of a dirty brown shirt rolled up at the sleeves, kind of a green waistcoat. He's got his kind of shorn hair and yeah, heavy work boots, and he's just, you know, just general work attire.
That man over there, what sort of fertilizer is he packing?
And Harker goes, oh, that is our organic mulch fertilizer. That is a mixture of some tree barks and dirt and, don't want to say it in mixed company. And he goes, that. And what's this fancy word? Excitement? No. Excursion? No.
excrement.
Excrement? That's it. That's the one.
He's not wearing a mask. Why is he not wearing a mask?
Why? why would he need to wear a mask? It's
Excrement. If he breathes it, it could cause all sorts of problems.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just shit.
Well, do you like
are
breathing
we
it?
gonna get? Well, no, but I mean, we're not required to wear a mask, and so if he wants to put a piece of cloth over his face, he can, because he doesn't have to.
All right. I'm going to stay here and make sure he's all right. You go and immediately find a good, high-quality N95 mask.
I don't know what that means. Okay, and
Well,
he just kind of like
then
walks
you'll just
off.
have to find one. Yes, I made that up.
Yeah. And so you can go over, the both of you, Astra and Jack, you can go over to Trevor with the big nose.
Yes, we are going
Before
over.
we do
Court
that,
has scurried off. Yeah.
Astra, before we leave, we should check what shift change time is.
Good point.
Because I'm wondering if anybody's going to leave at shift change, because I'm betting they're not.
That's a very good point. I think we need to keep an eye on that. Let's go and talk to Trevor with the big nose, shall we?
You head over to Trevor, and he's got gloves and stuff on, and he's got there's like a bag, and he's literally shoveling these fertilizers into bags, closing them up at the top, and stacking them in like a pallet.
I'll keep an eye out for Mr. Harcourt. You go ahead and talk to him.
Okay. Hi, Trevor. How's your work going? I'm here with the safety inspection from the city.
Oh, I'm fine. How are you? And he just continues to shovel and do the thing and puts it on the
How
pallet.
do you feel the safety procedures are here in the plant? I'm gonna assume I found it.
Yeah, you just dig through that accordion folder and you find like this dirty receipt. You're like, yep. He goes, I feel very safe here. Safest I've ever felt in my life, honestly. We take very good care of us here.
It's impressive. How do you feel the work-home life balance is?
Oh, it's fine. They provide everything I need here. There's a canteen, and if we need a cot, I can go to sleep, and they even have showers and stuff. So I can just, my pay goes home to my kids and my wife, and I can stay here and just keep on working.
I see. Good.
They've thought of everything, and he's just like, continue doing his work.
I'm going to catch Jack's eye and point at my wrist.
Thank you very much for your help.
Sure thing.
Have a good shift.
Oh, one more thing.
Thanks.
What's your normal working schedule?
I have a night shift, so that's 8 to 8. 8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
And you go home at 8 a.m. then?
I mean, I could, but I've been staying here and picking up some extra work. I'll go shower and sleep and eat in the canteen, sleep for a little bit, and sometimes I might pick up a few extra hours for a little extra coin.
Don't you miss your family?
Sometimes, but I'm doing what's best for them because they could use the money.
Is the company forcing you to work extra hours?
No, it's we have that choice.
Does he look like he is rational and in control of himself?
Oh, let's see what kind of check this is gonna be.
I hate to break character, but I think the bad guy is capitalism. I don't know how we're gonna slay that.
Yeah.
It's going to be like Scooby-Doo. It's going to be an old white guy in a mask.
Yeah.
Astra.
Yes.
Make a tactics roll.
Oh, shit.
Because you're reading people. That's reading people.
6. Yay.
Okay. So he doesn't have a weird mechanical voice or anything. He's talking to you. He's got inflection in his voice. He talks about his wife and his kids and all that stuff. But he is just so task oriented. He is still doing everything that he was doing before you were talking to him during this.
Okay.
So he doesn't seem like robotic. He has inflection to his voice, and it's not like I am here working. It's but he's still doing his thing.
If I ask him the same question twice, does he answer the exact same way each time?
Ask him the same question, and we'll see.
Don't you miss your wife and family?
Yeah, I do. My wife, she's brought me food a few times. Kids have come to visit after school, but I think they get that, the more I work, the better house we can buy and all that stuff.
Don't you miss your wife and family?
Yeah, I mean, I said that just now that I miss them. They don't live, we don't live here in the coils, but, they come visit.
Thank you.
Huh?
Well, I want that idea.
Are you
check the water supply
Astra and Jack where we can still see them?
They're inside the warehouse area. No, you cannot see them.
Okay.
Liz was saying something.
Yeah.
I just said, how can we roll to check the water supply here for Adderall?
Oh my god.
Oh, first you have to make a 20th century check, which
I don't have the 20th century skill on my character sheet.
I didn't know that was an option. Hold on. I'm like, wait, that's an
a
option.
special thing.
I don't have that.
We weren't
So
properly
Astra and Jack,
informed.
are you going to Astra and Jack, are you going to stay here, or are you going to go back outside where everybody else is? Or the last time you saw everybody that was outside?
We could
I'm going to
totally
try and
check the
find
water,
everybody
too.
else.
Okay. If you guys go outside, you see Jesse over there with a shovel in like this slurry pond, just shoveling and mixing things, and Raina and Nana just kind of watching, and William standing right behind his grandma, just kind of like.
Actually, Jack just brought up a good point. Jack, why don't you go see if you can get a sample of the water?
Do we still see the dude who told us his name multiple times?
No,
and
you
have already
don't see
managed
him
to-
yet. Harcourt. Jack, make a hunt check because you're looking for something specific.
3.
Fortunately, that's not a success. You can't find any place where like the fresh water's coming from. You're not familiar with all these pipes and following them and all that stuff, so you can't quite figure out where this water source is. Anybody else? What? Anna, have you told Raina about what happened yet?
No.
Okay, go for it.
So, do you find these people to be suspiciously hardworking?
You mean how I found the secretary overly perky? Yes. About her job? Yes. Been there, done that. There's nothing to be that perky about.
Yeah, I can't see what there is to write home about, but everybody seems very intent on their work.
Hyper focus?
Hyper focus. Makes me wonder if it's something. So they said that the canteen provides meals for them. I'm wondering if it's something that they're eating or drinking.
So Raina's gonna try and get Jesse's attention and just be like,
You see your hat off of Raina's head, and she's like waving it around.
Okay. Yeah, so I look at my new fellow employees and I say, I'm gonna go take a break now. And like just kind of like back up out of the whole thing.
Okay, they're like, okay.
Nice to meet y'all.
Like they kind of look at you. Do you have to pee?
Yeah, just sitting in this shit. Yeah.
Okay. Well, did they tell you where the bathroom is?
No.
The water closet. There's 2 out here, and you see the things that look like little like outhouse things with like the moons and all that stuff, little crescent moons. So,
thank you.
That's where we use.
Cool. I'll be back maybe. Bye. And I walk back over and grab my hat.
Like, okay.
And they won't care if I'm not back.
Rhea. So do you guys go looking for the canteen?
So yeah, we'll relay this info to Jesse
Okay.
and be like,
At this point, Astra and Jack have come up to you guys as well.
okay.
Met back up with you guys.
What?
So you guys can share information as you would like.
So
Are you
what
okay,
did
Jack?
what did you find?
Well,
They
we
really
found
like their
Trevor.
work. Trevor with the big nose?
We found Trevor with the big nose.
Big nose Trevor.
He works in the warehouse.
And how is Trevor doing?
Incredibly busy.
Yeah. I'm not shocked.
Didn't
Over
stop
here.
working for a
And
moment.
William. Oh, sorry. William is checking on Jack. Yes.
Yeah, all I care about is Jack. Okay. Are you okay, Jack?
Yeah, this place is weird though. Starting to wonder what's in the water.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
what's up?
It's super freaking weird, right? I don't know, man. It's just like, whoa, we're robot people, but we're really normal, but we're robot people. I think they're all like on drugs or something.
There ain't nothing robotic about the employees. I mean, they're just doing a job.
Yes.
But they're like really on task about it. I mean, like,
but I mean, there's
don't
still
know about my work, but
there's still the human quality in them, which that secretary lady
Do we
did
look-
not have.
Do we look at their pupils
There-
to see if their pupils are normal?
Yeah, their pupils are not pinpoints, and they're not silver dollars. So
And their responses?
On point, actually.
I want to go to this like whatever it was that they told me about.
The cantina.
No.
Canteen.
The bathroom.
toilet.
No. Whatever they
the
told me.
orientation.
Orientation. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, orientation. Okay, I was like
want
the
to try
canteen.
and find that orientation packet.
Okay, wait a minute.
Why would they need to go to the toilet? Just go in there with the rest of the shit, right? Why would they need a
oh my
toilet?
God.
They sell food. That'd be a waste.
It's a specialty
I've got the
food.
applications.
Okay, but Jesse, do you really want to go through? What if orientation changes you? That's the only hint that you will see that Raina gives a crap in front of anybody else.
That's what all y'all are here for.
Well, I asked them what the
Wait,
orientation was, and they said you just got a packet.
And you read it.
Yeah.
You just read
or
a packet.
someone reads it to you.
That's it.
Yeah.
And now there's hard little worker bees that are focused on nothing but their task at hand. Seems legit, but all right.
I mean, they weren't offended
Did they
that I
see
didn't
it,
have
Rob?
orientation. They were just confused. They
So-
weren't gonna go tell corporate or something.
So
They were
we should
probably-
see if we can get our hands on one of these packets.
Yes.
Don't read it, though.
Why not?
Or just have one of us read it.
Okay.
Somebody else can.
Well, I'd like to take
Everybody else just watch them.
Yeah.
So you guys
Just
have to
watch
go
them
back
read it.
in the warehouse. You have to go back in the warehouse facility to do that because that's where all the inside. That's where the canteen would be, locker rooms, any of that stuff. And when you go back inside, you do see Trevor. He does not have on an N95 mask, but he does have on a bandana. Parkour did his best.
Well, of course he did. He was trying to
Excellent.
find something that doesn't exist.
We have enacted
Okay,
change.
isn't
Wonderful.
I don't know what the.
So you guys, there are signs, and it'll say front office, lab, cantina, and it'll show you canteen, or mess hall stuff. It'll say lodging, bunk house, so you guys can
Okay, I
All right, do we want to?
you guys can.
I go up to Big Nose Trevor and I ask Trevor, you know where orientation is? I was supposed to come, get orientated with the workforce.
No, you'd have to ask Harcourt about that. He's in charge right now.
But you did orientation, so you should know where it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I did orientation a few years ago when I first started.
So you don't know where it is.
No, I don't know where the packets are.
Okay. Trevor is useless,
Do the
everyone.
packets like change your brain, Trevor? Do they change your brain?
Oh my god.
I'm not real great at reading, so I had somebody tell me what was in the packet.
What was
so I think it would just tell us how like not to get hurt.
It's a
and
safety
where all the things
information
were,
sheet. That's
like
what I was
how to clock in and clock out, and like that.
Oh yeah, I'd like to do that and get
dude,
paid.
I have a good question. For real. How long has it been since you didn't want to go home? Was that always or like recent?
I've been staying up here for about 3 weeks. I can help my family out, The more I work, the more money I get.
I surreptitiously hand Billy a Werther's. Good boy.
Thanks, Nana.
That was a good
Billy
question,
gets treats.
Billy.
That was a good question.
Okay, follow-up question. Did anything else happen 3 weeks ago?
No, I talked to Gregory, but other than that.
Who's Gregory?
Oh, Miss Gregory. Well, Mrs. Gregory. She and her husband own this place.
You talked to her and then you decided that you should be here all the time? Is she like super hot or something?
I mean, it's alright.
I pull Billy to the side and I tell him, we're gonna stop insinuating that these people are brainwashed in front of the people that are potentially brainwashed. So don't insinuate that in front of them.
No,
They'll get suspicious.
Like if he was.
That's still
maybe he was
insinuating
here 'cause he's
brainwash.
No, that's like. No, it's not brainwashing if they're hot.
That's like-
That's just like.
Jesse, do we need to teach you some things?
No.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Like-
Jesse's fine.
All this time, Trevor is just bagging up. He's still doing his job.
Literally.
I'm just having a.
Literally bad.
Okay.
We were doing
So 3
so
weeks
well.
ago, 3 weeks ago, you decided that
Anna
you
comes
could
in
be
and
here
takes the
more.
Werther's out of your mouth.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so wait.
did
So
everyone
I
else
have
do
a
the
question.
same? Isn't that when the body starts doing that? But the
Oh yeah, no, I totally like.
I told him to shut up. Didn't listen to me. I'm gonna go find one of those orientation papers.
I kick one of his legs out from underneath him. Surreptitiously.
How do you do that surreptitiously?
Billy, baby, are you okay?
I'd say, yeah, I go down after Billy too. I'm like, oh, sweetie, are you okay?
I'm just gonna stealth behind Jesse
Gonna
to go and find this stuff.
So you're like hiding behind Jesse, going like.
Or I mean, I don't. Right, honestly, at this point, Raida's just about to be like, "All right, I'm just gonna stay in the shadows." If he's literally just gonna walk right on through this piece,
I look like one of them now, so
exactly, I'm one of them now.
I'm one of them.
Okay, I need Raina, Jesse, Billy, and Nana to make study checks.
Study checks. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 4. I passed.
Why am I not making one?
Praise be to
You
the
guys made one
Father.
earlier.
7.
You, Astra and Jack, you guys made one earlier. Okay. If you got
Billy
a 4
doesn't
higher,
notice
you got a 4
anything
higher.
because he's on the floor.
Yeah.
Billy found the floor.
I don't know.
Yeah, Billy did.
I don't know shit.
So I think Nana, Raina, and Jesse got 4 or higher.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. You guys, the three of you all kind of see, your trained slaying eyes, you've been doing this for so long, you kind of see out in the, kind of down a hallway, where it says lab, you see kind of like a little bit of a movement and maybe like a flash of gold or copper, some sort of metallic flash down that hallway.
I kind of elbow Raina. You see that too? Or are my eyes going?
No, your eyes are still good, Nana Jerry. I'm going after it.
I'm going after it too. With purpose.
Guys...
I just literally leave William on the floor and start booking it.
Nana starts power walking. Nana is power walking.
Fortunately, I'm very agile.
It's okay, Billy. Stay here. Nah, I'm trying to hold you still. I'm gonna let them go investigate.
So Nana and Raina
before we give them away.
Jesse, are you following?
I mean, yeah. As soon as I see that Raina's walked off, I'm gonna follow.
Okay. Does anybody else follow follow them? Astra, so Billy and Jack are staying here, or y'all gonna?
I guess we can go ahead. Everybody's going along.
Apparently, Billy and Jack are making out on the floor of a shit house.
Look, who am I to stop young love? I was young long ago.
So those of you who saw, the three of you who saw it, you got that flash of some sort of copper, metal, brass, something, and then see it again turn to the right.
I'm going. I'm gonna stealth it, and I'm going.
At the end of that hallway, as you turn the hall, you don't see anything except for at the end of the hall there's a door that just says office.
I'm gonna assume that this is where if I walk in there and ask for an orientation paper, they probably won't seem too thrown off.
Look, Raina's just if you want to go that route, I have your back. But she's still, her dress is, her skirt is still bustled up the front. All you see is a hint of a holster on her thigh. You don't see what's on said holster. You just see, it could be mistaken for a garter. That's what I'm
Jesse,
going.
Are you going into the office?
I'm gonna attempt to open. I will knock on the door.
You hear, enter, please.
I open the door. And I say, hi.
You see sitting back. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I said, hi, I'm new. I'm looking for them orientation papers.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't have those here in this office. I'll have to get Harcourt. And what you see a very severe-looking woman, maybe in her late 30s, black coat, little ascot with pin in it, and her hair is pulled back in a bun, very stark, dark red lips, or sort of how I look right now, except for without the headset on. She goes, I will go find Harcourt, and you see her take up a thing, and you hear over the loudspeaker, Harcourt to the office, please. It's like a pneumatic tube kind of thing, and loudspeaker. So you guys see barreling down the office, down the street, as you guys are standing in the hallway, Harcourt just starts kind of jogging over. He's like, yes, ma'am. Harcourt, it seems we have a new employee who's not gone through orientation. Could you get this man orientated, please? He's like, yes, ma'am. Sorry, I must have slipped on that. We had, good to see you here tonight. Just let you know, we had safety inspectors come by. And she goes, what? You had what?
Oops.
Yeah.
And he's
I'm
like,
still trying to stick to the shadows. I'm shadowing.
Look behind the door.
I got my...
It's a good idea at the time.
She goes, Harcourt, we don't have a safety inspection scheduled for another 5 weeks. She goes, but they had the briefcase thing, and it looked, and she's like, Harcourt, please go fetch the orientation packet. Sir, do you read? And she looks at you, Jesse, and she says, do you read?
Yes, I can.
Right. Please get the orientation packet for this this man to read, so that he may know the safety procedures and the corporate policy for leave, sick time, canteen use, and the like. Please, just go. Go ahead. Go on. Both of you.
Oh. It's nice to meet you.
Both of you.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. And who might you be, if I could ask?
She goes, I'm Mrs. Gregory.
Well, it's wonderful
I'm
to
happy
meet
to
you.
know.
Nah.
That's great. All right. Goodbye.
Scoot
Right.
out of there.
You see,
I'm
So
not
I
sure.
assume Rena's like just been casually leaning up against the wall, and Nana's right next to her, like crocheting, knitting, whatever she's
Chilling.
doing. Which one is
and
it?
as
Terrible at this.
it's knitting. That's knitting.
Knitting.
This one. This is knitting.
Yeah. Jesse, as you leave, you see almost out of the back, like on the side of your eye, you see that flash of metal again. Kind of like you can close the door.
Yeah. Well, that's the lady.
Yeah, Harcourt goes, I'll go give you that orientation. And he goes, he looks, at this point, he just realizes that Nana and Raina are standing there. And he goes, do you need to be orientated too?
Yes.
Oh, no, dear. We're fine. We know exactly where we are. Thank you, though.
Jesse, like, do I look like I would work here?
That's
what she's saying with her face.
Why are you waiting?
That's what she's saying with her face.
Why are you waiting in front of the boss's office if you don't need
I'm
orientated?
waiting for my husband. I was waiting for my husband. I just dropped him off to get orientated. And this is my mother-in-law. And I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to see him off on his first day. Like a good wife.
Oh.
She's trying to say,
well,
do I need to make a roll to say that with a straight face?
Sure, make a deceive check.
Oh, do I do this too? Because I lose my goddamn mind.
No, you guys can help. You can help each other. You have the ability to help.
Oh.
The skills. When helping an ally, players can assist one another with actions when appropriate, adding a die equal to the helping player's skills die size. The helping player ally will suffer any consequences. Whenever you roll more than one die for a skill, use the highest roll. So essentially, whatever your deceive die is, Raina, if Jesse is helping you can roll his deceive die as well. What is yours, Jesse?
D6.
Great.
Okay, so I roll 2d6?
Huh?
Okay. Aha! A 4, thank God.
Okay. So you guys are like, oh. It's always good to see somebody new at the Meliget manufacturing family. I'll go. I guess you folks just wait right here, please. Or I'll be right back to get that for you.
Thank you.
Poor Harcourt's having a bad day.
Look, Raina, once he's out of earshot, it's like, if you tell anyone I freaking call you our husband, we're gonna have a serious problem.
I mean,
yeah.
What?
Let's see. Everybody make a hunt check.
Nice. 4.
7.
4.
9.
Wait, am I seeing that Billy just passed on something?
Dang.
Billy did it good. Billy did it good.
Oh my
Yay! Bye!
We'll be slayers yet.
Yay, Billy!
Thank you.
All of you are kind of like standing here in the hall, just as like a family. Like it's Jesse, his wife, his mother-in-law, his sister, and his 2 young cousins are just kind of like his wife, his mom. Yeah, like it's just a family seeing Jesse off to work.
We're a very close
You guys
family.
start smelling. Yeah, you guys all kind of as one start smelling something sweet coming out of the office.
Like cookie sweet,
Like this-
perfume sweet, overly sweet.
It's more natural than that. It's just like a kind of a like natural nectary sweetness coming out of that office.
Is there
Wait a
a
minute.
keyhole in the
Wait a
door?
There
Wait a
is.
minute.
Can I try to look through the keyhole?
You can, sure, Jesse.
To see?
Are you trying to do this stealthily?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we're all
Okay,
blocked.
make a stealth check as you just put your eye up
Wait.
to this.
Wait. I will assist Jesse with
Okay.
my D8 stealth. So to add a D8 to that.
Okay.
homie.
Anybody else wish to help?
You can just do 2 people.
Oh,
Only
just
one person
2?
can help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both 3s.
Raw.
Well, shit.
Damn.
That passes.
It's just,
Right?
no.
Oh, well.
You don't
No, it's
combine
a
them.
4.
You don't combine
No,
them.
you
You
take
take
the-
the higher the
you take
roll.
the-
It's basically advantage. And
Yeah.
so
So
Jesse, you
he
cut.
leans
You
over to
take.
look and he bangs his head on the door.
Well, like what happens is he removes his hat because he's got to get right up in there, and you see this. You see the woman who you met, Mrs. Gregory, has pushed a button or something. Some plumbing has happened, and the wall to what would be the north, so the left, has opened up, and you see this like weird greenish gold glow coming out of there, and you see people in these weird things, and you see out of the back of her shoulder blades, between her shoulder blades, there are these 2 like metallic wings. That's of wings. And then she turns and she catches your eye and she kind of goes. She like flies over, like she literally like faster, and like opens the door into your face.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So am I kind of had a hint, but I think I know where, like, okay, all right. Wings, worker bee vibe. Okay, got it. All right, sweet. Okay, I'm
I'm gonna
not
pull
thrilled.
my sword out and roll.
Yeah,
the
Billy and I
brawl.
should be like,
We got ready.
So Jesse, you just kind of get knocked on your ass as she
Yeah.
opens the door, and she looks at you all and she goes,
Howdy, ma'am.
"This on your ass." You're like just literally sitting on your ass. Happy man.
Howdy, ma'am.
She goes, "This is not how I expected this night to go."
Well, that makes
That makes 2
several
of
of
Wait,
us.
wait. Hey, I push Jesse. You don't push Jesse.
Okay, we are officially starting combat.
Yay!
Yeah, pull my sword out. I rolled you
So
well.
everybody make sure you have your character sheets out. So the combat is all theater of the mind. There's relative distance. You are far, near, and then engaged, which is within melee range. Turn order. When combat begins, all combatants must determine their place in the turn order. Each slayer rolls their class's speed die. I have monster stats. Monsters have a flat turn rate. If 2 slayers are tied, they may decide who goes first. Combat in slayers is made out of turns and rounds, just kind of like in D&D. Everybody gets a turn. Everybody has a turn. That's 1 round. So I'm going to need everybody to roll their speed die. Don't tell me what you get yet, because I have to look up some monster stats here.
Okay.
I
have to roll my my strategy pool anyway. So.
Yes, you got to do that.
damn, Billy's ready.
Be fun. I asked my brother to get me one of the fake guns that we have that's very cowboy-like. So I have a nice fake cowboy gun.
Cool.
It's the cult.
Okay,
It's like
so-
that quote-unquote cult replica from Supernatural, but
Yep.
it looks nothing like the cult.
Ah.
Old
But it's
45.
very cowboy and it fits a gunslinger, so.
Cool. All right. Okay. What are our turns? Does anybody get? Does anybody have a 10? A 10? 9?
For speed?
8. Yeah. What'd you roll?
7.
Okay. So, all right. We got a 7. Anybody get an 8? Oh, okay. Did anybody get a 6?
Me.
It's me. Okay,
Right
Raina
now.
got a 6. Okay. Anybody get a 5?
I did.
It's Jesse?
Yep. Darn tootin', rootin', scootin'.
Okay, so I know Jack got a 4. Anybody else get a 4?
I did.
Okay, you guys can decide who goes first.
I don't mind going last.
Okay, so we'll go. Well, you're not going last, but between the two of you, Jack is going first. Anna, what did you get? Extra.
3.
Okay.
Sticky
Great.
items move slow.
All right. The first person to go is Billy.
Wait.
He
So
is
Sarah,
Yeah.
could you say where the bad guys go just for me
Yes,
for
so
editing
this is-
purposes?
Yes, this is our order. Billy is going first, then Raina, and then the Queen Bee, then Jesse, then Jack, then Nana, then Astra, and then the worker bees.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Billy, you have been ready for this all night long. You got your sword out.
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
Oh yeah. Okay, so one of my advantages is my first attack is with advantage.
Huh?
So to roll for attack, do I roll my weapon dice?
Yes. So on your weapon die, you roll that. If you get a 4, you hit. And then you have a base on there for how much damage you do when you hit as a blade. So if you hit, you do 2 damage. So you roll your weapon die, and then if you hit something, you have to move. You have to make sure, because you're in melee, you have to move into melee with these creatures.
Oh yeah,
So-
I step up. I'm stepping up on this Queen Bee.
I have
Okay.
I have the advance that parry applies to any allies within engaged range of you.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that means.
Okay.
But
This is my first time running
since
this.
all my
so-
allies are near me, figured that
so
should be known.
This is Harry.
I'm guessing that's if we get attacked.
Attack, order.
Monsters need a +5 to hit instead of a +4.
Okay, cool. Got it. That's what parry means. Okay,
Cool.
so
Great.
Billy, are you advancing up to the Queen Bee?
Yes. Yeah, I step up to that Queen Bee with my sword that's not very fast, so you thought, but I am the first, thus I am fast. And also, it is a big sword because I'm a big person. But that's fine. Small swords are also completely fine and able to stab very eloquently. I'm not saying a bigger sword is better. It's just that mine happens to be big, okay? It's just a coincidence.
This is where you stab, Billy.
That's very egalitarian.
Yeah, I'm stabbing. Thank you. Because I had advantage on this one, this is my first attack on this creature, I did hit. I got a 6. So bam, I'll definitely hit. And
That's 2
that'll be
points of damage.
And
Great.
What is this about combo? Attack action combo? Is there something else I have to do?
I don't know. Again,
I don't-
this is my first time running this game.
Yeah. I'm looking.
Where is this?
Oh my. Choose a
might-
monster at engaged
I might
range,
have just-
roll your weapon dice. Any dice that are a hit trigger a combo. If you roll another attack die, you continue to combo until you no longer roll a hit.
Yeah, so roll another attack die.
So you just
So basically you hit
Nice.
once.
Nice.
I hit 1. Then, I got a 5. I hit again. Okay. Then I got a 1, so I hit twice. So,
Yeah, so
I
you've done
got-
4 damage to the Queen Bee.
boop.
And you guys notice at this point, and Harcourt and another big kind of burly guy are coming back behind you guys, back up the hallway, and then 3 more people kind of walk out of that weird green, goldy, glowing room. Just as an FYI, so there are other things to attack besides the Queen Bee. There are the worker bees who are there are 2 coming behind you and 3 behind her. So
They're
just
just
as an
doing their
FYI.
job.
They are. Raina, it is your turn.
So Raina is gonna just step in front of Jessie, and she has the rune. Yo, hush! She has the rune blast. That's actually okay. So this is a 2-for-1, which I didn't think this through when I planned this. But so her first bullet fired from a fully loaded gun, which it is rolled with advantage. And since that's the slot that she picked her rune on blast, the target is pushed back from near to far.
Okay.
So,
right.
So to get the
roll the hit
out of my face. Okay, so let me roll my advantage. All right, I rolled a 6.
That hits.
And a 1, so the 6. And then so she gets with that rune on that bullet. It's the target's pushed back from near to far. So I guess it's shoving her back into the room.
And she takes 1 point of damage because you're damaged.
Yeah, 1 point of damage.
Yep.
Yes.
So you take you shoot her essentially like right in the chest, and she's like, ooh, and she's kind of.
Yep, I literally.
She's kind of hovering with her wings, like her feet are really not touching the ground, but because she's not moored to anything, she's not grounded. It's very easy to push her back with that shot.
Raina's just like pulling her skirt up, pulls a whole gun out, and it's just like plow.
Boom. All right, it is the queen's turn. Let's see what I gave her. It's a good thing that you did that, Raina. Otherwise, she would have done some damage to everybody that is around her. Let's see. D6. I need a D6. She stands up. And she's already standing, but she just kind of like hovers and flies, and you see coming out, she reaches behind her and goes, and she has essentially 2 sort of curved blades that she's holding at this point. And she's going to come slash at Billy. He was the one closest to her. She kind of flies back up. First one is a 5.
Oh, please do.
The second one is a 6.
I would like to replace both of those. So okay. I'm going to have watched her and see basically what her trajectory is, and I'm going to yell at Billy to duck. Okay. So those rolls are now a 2 and a 1.
Okay. So she is so sure she's gonna hit. And Billy, from behind, you hear your Nana just go duck. And you are so used to just following whatever your Nana says.
Yeah.
So okay, you're so used to Nana.
And pull you down.
Yeah. And she goes, these 2 kind of like thin, curved blades go right over your head. You come back up and you're like, oh, thanks, Nana. Jessie, it is your turn.
Okay. Well.
Also, just FYI, this is our first time playing this, so I don't know. The combat's supposed to be quick and fast, is what it said in the book. So if it's supposed to last longer than this, Also, I'm an RPDM, so there we go. Okay, go for it, Jessie.
I'm here for it.
Just a little editorializing.
Yeah, I was reading, and now I'm trying. And I gotta read it all again because I forgot. So I guess my whole gun's loaded it was loaded at this point. And I have a trigger limit of 4, so does that mean I can fire 4 bullets?
Wait a minute, I didn't even see that.
Spray lead? Is that the attack action?
See, I missed that whole section.
That's if you take the spray lead action.
Yes.
Is that for the spray lead? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna do. So
you're gonna roll 4d6.
Yes.
And see which ones of these hit.
The first 3 hit, so that'll be 1, 2, and 3 on my gun. So the first one actually does plus 2 damage. So it'll do 3 damage, and then the other 2 just do 1. Great.
So
yes.
So it does 5 damage all total.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys see Jesse just go and like spin his revolver, and then and the last one, she gets hit several times. She's like and she has this like weird like sound as she's like, because I don't know what a bee sounds like, besides buzzing. And she kind of ducks out of the way of the last one, but she's been very hurt at this time. Jack, it is your turn. Jack has a sword.
We got a sword,
Yes.
we got a gun, we all good.
Wait, let me grab the one gun I have. Y'all are gonna laugh.
I am probably gonna make TikToks after this. Because I have no content
You're
on
in
TikTok.
costume.
Yeah.
Sarah, this is the shirt I almost
Yes.
wore tonight. I put this shirt on
Oh
and
my
took it off because it was too big to go under my vest. I swear to God.
That gun is amazing.
Oh, that is perfect.
I love it.
Jack, it is your turn.
Does
So
it
you have
count?
your swords.
Does this count?
I love it.
I was off mute. Who knew? Or I was on mute? Something. Yeah. So I'm gonna do. I also have the first roll of my attack is always with advantage, so I'm rolling the 2d6 and doing the combo attack action. How hurt does the queen look?
Pretty bad. Pretty badly injured.
Okay, then I will not bother to get into the sleigh stance and possibly take more damage. Although, I guess I can. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the queen for now. All right.
Okay.
Crap.
Oh.
Oh no!
Utter crap is swing and a miss.
Oh, sorry, Jack. You swing and a miss.
So enthusiastic. I got distracted.
I can fix.
Billy almost died. Like,
Nana can fix this.
yay!
Okay, so you are going in with both swords, right? Or you have two swords?
Sure.
What's the...
I don't know
Oh,
if
wait.
my character is
I'm
allowed to
trying
have
to
two swords.
I'm trying to picture what's going on exactly. Like, what's the
She has
lineup
one
here?
sword, but she just rolled with advantage. She has one sword, but she just rolled with advantage.
Okay. So, I'm going to... Oh, man. Okay, so I'm gonna just, from the back, I'm just like from the back, right? I'm gonna be like, remember our drills.
All right.
And this is what happens: is Jack attacks. She parries it with both of her swords, like she kind of does the thing where she catches it, and then you're like, "Oh, Nana said remember our drills," and you do the thing where you do like this cool move and you flip it, and then you go get at her. So did you do your 2 damage? Did you use that? Did you with a 4? What did you use for your tactician die?
5.
5. Okay, cool. So 2 damage done to the queen bee. And Nana, it is now your turn.
Attack combo then? Since it turned into a hit?
No, you didn't roll that though. I'm gonna rule that is because that was Nana doing something. You rolled 2 2s, but Nana used hers to replace it, but that was technically her roll. So I don't know if that's originally how it's supposed to be, but again, first time playing this, that's what I'm ruling it.
Okay.
Nana, it is your turn.
Although I can, as well as my action, as a quick action, I can, if another Slayer is within near, that Slayer may immediately make a move or quick action for free. Is that your quick action?
What is
With
no,
an
that is
attack.
not the blades. That is not the blades quick action.
Okay.
No.
Well, then skip that.
I mean,
All right.
I could reload.
All right. Okay, so
quick
who's
action.
closest then? William now?
I think Astra's closest to you.
Oh, okay.
Astra's kind of in the back as well.
The queen. Like, who's closest who can, like, make an attack?
The closest to the queen are Jack and Billy.
Okay. So,
They have
Pat,
to be in melee
what is
with
your
her.
quick action?
Both
What
of
is
their
your-
quick actions are the same because they're both blades. Their quick actions are stance.
Okay, and what does stance do?
Yeah.
You can change your
I can
fighting
get
stance.
into a stance that gives me more damage. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, the 3 options are flow. It's after you kill a monster, you may take the move action. Parry, which monsters need a +5 to hit instead of a +4, or slay, +1 damage per hit, but take +1 damage from monster hits. So Billy can go into one of those 3 stances.
So Billy
I'm
already
already
has the parry
in
stance
parry.
because I'm standing next to him.
Yeah. That's like he can change
okay.
if he wishes to.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I was
So-
saying if I had a chance to take a quick action, I could be in parry stance, and then we both have the parry bonus.
There you go.
Since I automatically give it to everybody next to me.
Okay, so you're saying that it would make more sense to give you the free action so you can go into parry, or that Billy's already in parry, give him the free action so he can attack?
He can't attack with a quick action, period. Neither of us can.
Okay. It's more just the stance. Okay. In that case, I'm going to issue orders. So I'm going to, let's see. Jack, Billy, set in your stances. Hold this wall. Hold this line.
Hodor.
Hold door.
Oh no.
So you're going into parry.
Sorry.
You are already in parry, Billy.
I think I might change the
And she can only do it. You can't do that. She can only do that to one person. So one person can
Okay.
change their stance.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Astra.
Okay, so we have worker
Oh.
bees coming at us as well, correct?
Oh, sorry. Go, Tanya. What were you gonna say?
I didn't have my second move. I wanted to use my tactics skill.
Okay.
I wanted to, because you said there's people behind us too, right?
Yes, there is.
Okay. I want to figure out the best way to basically, because we're kind of in a hallway, right? Figure out the best place to basically hold so that we can fight two fronts back to back.
Okay, so roll tactic.
6.
Okay. Yeah, it might be helpful. Actually, honestly, the best thing that you guys can do if the workers are not right up on you is concentrate on the queen.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're kind of like all funneled, so I was trying to like break it up a little.
Yeah, probably the best thing to do would be have Billy and you're in the perfect order because Billy and Jack are right up on him, and then Raina and Jesse, and then you and Astra.
Okay.
Because it's like Billy and Jack have to be up close. Raina and Jesse don't have to be, and you guys can be the furthest away for your particular skill set.
In that case, I'm going to sort of spin Astra around with me and be like, we've got to watch their 6.
Agreed.
So Astra, you are turned around and you see behind you Harcourt and some other dude, don't know, coming up behind you.
As long as it's not Trevor with the big nose.
It is not Trevor with the big nose.
That's good. That's.
We'd feel bad about that.
It's not Big Nose Trevor.
Good.
It is not Big Nose Trevor.
Does he at
Right.
least have
It is
my
your turn.
papers?
It is your turn, Astra.
Astra is going to look at Harcourt, shake her head. I told you we'd have safety issues, didn't I? And then hold out one hand and shout, "Huoyi!" And a burst of flame shoots out of my hand and hopefully hits him.
All right, which one are we doing?
That is Energy Bolt.
Okay, go for it. So
Right.
yes, far, yeah.
Okay, roll 1d6 to cast.
So do your thing. Yes.
Everything's
Mark
better
1
with
point in corruption.
Actually, I'm going to boost this and roll 2d8 instead.
Okay.
And yeah, I know that's 2 points of corruption. Okay. 1 7 and 1 1. So
the 7 hits.
Yep. And let's see. A boosted energy bolt does 3 points of damage.
Okay. And then after the resolving a spell, compare the highest roll die. 7 isn't on here. So we're just gonna go with a 6.
Hang on.
So after resolving is what?
Okay, compare the highest roll dice to your current corruption. So my current corruption after casting the
It's
spell
2.
is 2.
If you have more corruption,
So
more corruption, so you do not.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you rolled so you have 2 corruption, but you rolled a 7. So you do 3 points of damage to Harcourt.
Yep.
as you throw this, what color is the energy bolt? Like, what does the energy bolt look like as it comes out
It's
of your
fire.
hand?
Fire.
Okay. It just, and if anybody that's watching just sees, Raina, I would say I don't know if you knew this about your employee, but she can apparently shoot fire out of her hand.
Brandon's just gonna be like,
I'm totally looking like, damn, girl.
Told you I didn't need weapons.
yeah, I knew that. All right, just don't burn the saloon down if you get too excited. All right.
And you do this.
Jack is just sitting there trying not to be distracted by the exciting stuff happening behind her.
Harcourt only had 3 hit points. And so Harcourt catches on fire and he starts screaming and throws himself on the ground and starts rolling around, doing stop, drop, and roll, trying to put the fire out.
Did he have my
Harcourt-
papers?
That's what people say. He's holding the papers up, and that's what catches on fire first.
I wanted the souvenir.
The energy bolt comes out. He's holding the papers, and it catches him on fire. And he's like, ah! And he screams and starts rolling on the ground, and you hear the smoking of like cloth and leather and hair and burnt skin as Harcourt is incapacitated on the ground.
Harcourt has committed his last safety violation.
Brandon's just like.
Well, there
Brandon's
goes my
just like,
job.
really, girl? Really, girl? That's what we. All right.
And not.
I mean, I ain't mad.
Sight, see?
Look, I'm not even mad. Look, as Rena just like pulls a giant gun from her skirts, just like, this is fine. This is totally fine. This is horrible.
It is the worker bee's turn. It's the worker bee's turn. Harcourt, unfortunately, is incapacitated. The other one that comes up to you, Astra, as the one who just shot the firebolt at his compatriot. And he takes out a work knife out of his belt and rolls. That's a 5. Anna, are you gonna do anything?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick him in the shin real hard, and now it's a 1.
So as this guy comes up, he's pulling out of his belt. He's pulling like this big, like kind of like Bowie work knife. And as that happens, he's going for Astra, and Nana just goes and just kicks him. Just kicks him real hard in the left shin. He's like and he misses as he swipes. Okay, it is the other 3.
Thank you, Nana. You're the best.
Thank you, Nana.
The other 3 come up behind her, and they are going to attack. 2 are going to attack Billy, and 1 is going to attack Jack. So the first one on Billy is a 5. The second one on Billy misses. That was a 2. And then the one on Jack is a 2. So Billy, you take 1 point of damage as this bee pulls out what's like essentially like a scalpel and slashes at you.
Ow!
They came from a lab. What are you gonna do? Okay.
You call that a knife?
You pull.
Right, and Billy, it is back to the top, and it is your turn.
Awesome. I'm going to. So far, I've been attacked by the queen bee
and a worker bee.
Both of them had attacked me. So the monster attacks me. My next attack against them is with advantage. I'm going to attack the queen bee because I am focused.
Okay.
And I hit with a 5. So I get to keep rolling until I miss. And I
That's
hit with
2 points of damage, correct? Wait, Billy, time out. Billy, time out. You do 2 points of damage on a hit, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, well the first hit you did knocked her out.
But I had more hits to do.
Oh my gosh, that's like, but there's still checks in my checkbook.
Billy's like, but I still have more to give. I can go longer.
He's like, Jack, look how good I can stab this.
I can go all night. Okay, so
Oh.
What does it look like when you stab this lady? Do you stab her? Do you slash at her? How do you take her down?
Well, it sounds like Jack's a slasher. I'm a stabber. I'm just like a straight up stabber. I just stab her right in the thorax.
Okay.
Billy just has to penetrate things. It's fine.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know that since I hit, can I attack something else?
Well, here's the thing. As soon as the worker, the queen bee, gets stabbed in the thorax, the buzzing, she's like, and her wings stop beating, and they kind of fold down, and she just and falls to the ground.
Holy shit! I killed her. Holy shit! Yeah. Jack, did you see? Jack, did you see?
Good job, Billy, baby. Good job.
I'm so jealous. Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
It takes some time, and then the worker bees just start going like, "What do we do? What do we? I don't know. What do we do? Everybody, what are we doing? What are we doing?" Like, and they just start. It sounds like buzzing when they're talking. They're like, "What do we do? What do we do?" And you hear from outside in the plant floor, everybody going, "What's going on? What are we doing? What's happening? What's happening?" And there's like this loud cacophony of voices because when a queen bee dies, the workers just freak the fuck out. And they just don't know what to do. They have no orders anymore. So all of these people are just kind of like, what do we do? And they look at you, they look around, they look at Raina.
I walk out of the hallway and I go stand kind of where you can see a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, yes, so that's shift end. Thank you everybody for your hard work. We would love for you to go home and get some rest and spend a week with your family, maybe.
And
Basically,
the four worker bees that saw the end of the queen, they focused their attention on Raina.
Oh no!
As the next best queen available.
Of course.
You've got big skirts on. You've got they kind of look at you and they go what do we do? All four of them. They kind of
Raina's just gonna slip her gun back under her skirt, as a lady does, and just goes,
ma'am, what do we do? What do we do? Where do we go?
He's got
Go
this.
home. Go home. Go to bed. Go to your families.
Okay.
You're on vacation now.
Okay.
Might be best
They just
for
start
them
walking
to
out.
find
Like, they
another
just-
job.
Look, this is a future me problem. I just need them to not attack. So can you just deal with this right now? All right.
I'm
That's what
just
we're
saying,
gonna
they're
do.
all out of jobs now.
I mean, it's fine. They'll be fine. It's fine.
If you guys
That
walk
sounds
into
like
her-
that sounds like it's somebody else's problem.
Look, that sounds like a future
go
problem,
on
not a
now.
current problem.
Look, our
if you
job
guys
was
go
to
into-
find out.
I was gonna say, if you go into our office, you can see where the cabinets kind of opened up, and there is almost like a lab setup where you see these octagonal pods that people were in. If you would like to go in there and see what is up with that.
Yes.
So I want to start looking because I'm like, nothing that we have found thus far has explained the weird scratches and hives. I mean, the bumpy hives.
Yeah.
Not the hives.
Nana, I know.
Yeah.
Nana,
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nana, they're allergic to bees.
She
What it
stung
is.
them to death?
Oh.
She stung them to death. It's
She didn't
beast.
see them.
Maybe she stung them one.
If you go into the thing, you see these pods, and there's these tubes, and if you look at the tube and you kind of taste it, it is in fact royal jelly. She has fed into these people. She has fed them royal jelly, and some people royal jelly can act to people the same way that bee venom can, and it causes people allergic reactions. So the people that have
Well done,
people
William.
had an adverse reaction to the royal jelly that she was feeding these people to turn them into her worker bees.
At this
Wow.
point in the
William!
office, I take off my
I
waiters
told
and
you,
I
Nana.
throw them in the office.
You got to just leave the waiters
just
in the
yeet
office.
them in there.
Jesse, if you look around, you will find a file. You will find a folder that says orientation packet.
Ha! I take it and I keep it as a souvenir.
So this was a perfectly easy entry level job for tonight. I mean, we should probably let somebody know that now all the workers are on permanent vacation, but I figure that can wait till
I like to
tomorrow.
think you guys just like leave a note for her husband, who is the co-owner of this.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a sticky note. So
We'll put it on
sorry
top of the
about your
waiters.
wife.
So, did he know?
I did not want to leave a little note
You
about
don't know. You don't know if he knew. Yeah.
He may
Look,
come back for
look.
revenge. You know that.
He's probably a worker bee
Oh,
at this point.
Can I
Yeah.
search
I
this
mean, he
lady's
might have been a
desk?
worker bee too.
Can I search this
might
lady's
be a worker
desk
bee
for
too.
like letters to her husband?
No, there's no letters to her husband. There's ledgers and like work statistics, and she's all business. This
Okay.
lady is a businesswoman. She's all about profit. And, yeah.
He's a worker bee. He's a worker bee. He gotta be.
No, he's a drone.
Don't you guys think that we should leave
Ah,
the means of
it's a
production in
drone.
the hands of the workers? This could be a collective, a co-op.
Look, this is somebody else's problem. We've done. People aren't gonna die, hopefully, anymore. Crazy bee lady is gone.
Billy,
Yes.
you can come back tomorrow and organize the workers.
If you want to come and organize the workers and unionize them, you know what? You do you.
You
I need to get
I know
Astra
you are.
home.
coming behind.
You're busy
your
being
idea.
If you guys are in the office, the secretary, who's the only one you haven't seen so far, because Nana talks to people on the production floor, and then and Raina talks to these. You see this little lady? She goes, "Hello, hello.
Howdy, ma'am.
What? I can't hear the. What do I do?"
You
Go
want to be in charge of this
home.
place?
She goes, "No."
Go home. You're on vacation.
What's up? Okay. Thank you, nice lady. And she just like leaves. Like
Look,
complete different
look.
personality than when you first met her.
That girl needed the vacation, so we're just gonna let her go home. She obviously needed a real vacation, a real one.
Okay.
She's going on holiday.
So you guys write a note to this lady.
Dear Mr. Gregory,
I don't think we should
sorry
write a
about
note
your wife.
saying we're responsible for
We're
murder.
not gonna say that we did it. It's just
We're
a
just
note.
gonna say-
Murder.
Like,
Letter, right?
It will be
Look, look.
signed,
Murder?
right? Dear Mr. Gregory.
Murder?
Your wife was an evil bee queen. We're sorry we had to stab her in the thorax. Best wishes on a new wife. Hugs and kisses.
Hags, have a good summer.
Right. Yeah.
It's hot boy. Look,
Have a good
it's gonna be
summer.
hot boy summer now. It's hot boy summer now for you.
Hashtag. So I'd like to imagine you guys head back to the House of Crimson Delights.
Yep.
It's maybe 3:00 in the morning at this point, but the house is going still. The lights are had. Astra, you are technically off duty right now because you went on a slaying hunt with your boss. Who now knows that you can shoot fire out of your hands, among other things, maybe. And you also, Astra, you never know what.
I gestured to one of the big circle tables and get, kind of to everybody, right? Let's all sit, and I holler over to the bar like, tea for everyone and a piece of cake for my Billy boy.
So,
Nana.
Get my souvenir cup ready.
Could it be honey cake?
Billy, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So you did very
Yeah.
well tonight, I think. So,
Uh-oh.
and in a manner of speaking, you lost your virginity as a slayer tonight, and that's a big accomplishment. So I was wondering, would you like to lose the rest of your virginity tonight?
Hey, he's my boyfriend, and who says I didn't already take care of that?
What?
Oh!
Ma'am, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but virginity is a concept that reinforces the patriarchy, ma'am. So I'm not really keen on that idea, but Jack and I, we've already,
All right,
Sorry,
fine.
Miss
I'll
Jerry-
let you
Now,
know.
Billy,
I mean,
I'm
put it
willing to
nicely.
share. Boy,
Wait, Miss
Fine.
Jerry, I thought
That's
you
my
said
Billy.
that was just Billy Boy's okay, you know what? That's not my personal business. Jesse!
Fine. Both of you. Let's go.
Oh. Wow.
Billy looks at Jack like.
Miss Raina,
Jack's like,
get one on the house if that's all right with you.
look, that's on. Look, you do you. I'll just look. You can apparently shoot fire, so I'm. You know what?
Yeah,
Just
I'm not
Hide
gonna mess
Grandma's
with
eyes
those.
real quick. I'm like, you're not hearing this.
Honestly, didn't you ever wonder why I went out at night? I never went out armed.
I mean, do you ever see me actually carry a gun?
Yes.
Yeah, Ashtray,
I mean, like visibly.
you now know what Raina has under her giant skirts. It is a giant
Giant
gun.
gun.
Real big.
Look, Jesse knows where I keep my. Anyway. Moving on.
Well,
Let's talk about this.
I'm gonna sit at the table with Nana, and I'm gonna, I guess, attempt to start a poker for fun.
Oh yeah.
Pull out the
sure
cards.
you
Jesse, Jesse, you have to go, but you go back outside to Sammy and go through
Get-
some saddlebags,
get all the
get a deck
shit
of cards. Yeah, come back. It's this old, worn deck of cards. Starts shuffling. He's like, "Who wants to hand in?"
I
Is
assume
anybody taking,
that
or Jack, and or Billy? Are you taking Astra up on her offer?
I look at Jack.
Well, has anybody? I can't hear Nana. I didn't hear if she had a reaction or what was going on there.
me? Oh,
Yeah.
no, my Billy is a grown adult now and can make his own
Big
decisions.
boy.
And we've had this talk. We had this talk. So be smart, be safe, and
I
don't
don't know
feel
where we're gonna get this
pressured.
out.
Raina reaching in her candy bag and pulling out a condom.
Oh my god.
Put it in the go bag. In the go bag.
Condom in a word.
Yeah,
Good boy.
I always got a word there's stuck to it. I'm sorry. Here.
No, we can't do that.
Look, we don't kink shame here. Everything's welcome. It's a very free. Hey Jesse, after this party, you need to go to the third floor and have a lovely discussion in my apartment about how you keep taking my cup.
My cup now.
discussion, Raina. You're having a discussion.
Is that a euphemism?
Shut up, GM. Shut up, GM.
It's not
God,
fair that
no
Nana's going to be the
Not your
only
cup.
one
What?
not getting to have a discussion tonight.
Nana, do you find somebody
you
to have
assume-
a discussion with?
You assume that Nana is not thoroughly enjoying having all of the tea to herself at a big
I mean-
table.
I'm still trying to play poker with
Knitting.
people. I need money
Yeah.
to pay these drinks off.
So,
We can have a
You were
discussion
hit-
about
were
how
hit
you keep
and
drinking.
You were hit
Yeah.
and shit. I think you should
Hold
get your tab covered for that.
I think you're good. Why don't you go and take a shower? You know where it is. Because
Yeah,
you're
there's like
smelling up the place.
yeah, I
You're
think
smelling up
Raina
the
probably
place.
has like a big brass bathtub. Like you could just like with
Yes.
automatic hot water. You're just like,
Just-
Before any discussing happens, go take a bath.
I'm like, please. You're stinking up the place. Literally. Literally. Go get a bath. That stinks.
So, William's going wherever Jack goes.
Okay.
I'm
so
going to go
for
continue
me-
our
Look,
education. for the
that's
night.
like,
you guys are having a very educational night. Our
Enthusiastic.
three young people go off and have a group discussion. Something that will be something you can get prepared for college. Jesse goes and takes a bath because he smells like literal shit. And Raina's like,
I don't know what you all are complaining about.
the smell lingers. The smell lingers.
There's worse
permeating
people
my
than
velvet. Look, but they don't smell like shit, and they're not gonna be permeating my velvet. So go take a bath.
And Raina follows after Jesse, saying, "Take it," like pushing him up the stairs, like take a bath.
Let's go. God, you stink. Just go.
And Nana sits at this big round table with like 6 whiskeys at it. She's like, pulls out her knitting needles, just starts knitting and just starts drinking whiskey after whiskey. And that is where that is the curtain closes on our game of Slayers with Nana drinking whiskey and knitting. Thank you all for playing so much. Did everybody have a good time?
Yes.
I had a wonderful time.
This was fun.
Thank you for our guests, May and Stephanie and Morgan, for coming to play with us. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope we get to have you back on either on the main show of YAAS or another one shot. If you guys can't tell, this is a bee pen.
Awesome.
Nice.
It's a bee stick pen I made.
Okay,
yeah.
that was our Easter egg.
As May, when you said worker bees, I was like,
You know what gave it away? When they just went right around. I was like, this sounds like some ants or worker bees. This is what this sounds like.
the information on where you can find Slayers will be in the description box. Again, I would love to have all of you guys on as NPCs or like guest PCs.
Where
like
everyone
Annika's
can
brother
be
did.
confused, because my character's name is Aster.
Yes. And
Oh,
we have
that's
another
funny.
character
And we
named-
have another character named Jack.
And thank you guys for. I have to go feed my cat because it's like 30 minutes past her feeding time. Again, thank you everybody for joining us. I'm glad everybody had a really good time. I hope it didn't go too spooky or too spoopy for some people, but we did have a lot more colorful metaphors. And if you don't get the colorful metaphors reference, watch Star Trek 4: A Voyage Home, and you will understand what I'm talking about.
I gotta say, I found this way less creepy than the teeth one shot.
Right?
I knew I wanted to do something with bugs, but I knew I couldn't.
I was
do
sorry I
something
missed
because
that
of,
one.
I couldn't do something because of Annika, so I was like, okay,
I'm sorry.
we'll do bees. It's okay. No, it's fine.
No,
it's just how DM brain
This was
works.
way fun.
It just makes me go.
This was a lot of fun.
Bees. Yes.
Oh,
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye.
All that stuff.
Jazz hands.
Taking my jacket off.